Hi, I'm Kathana Koltora. I'm an Ariani wood elf. I am perhaps a bit innocent at times, but I truly believe the best of everyone. Kindness is incredibly important to me, as is helping others. That's why I started studying natural medicine. I can absolutely be stubborn, but I will do everything possible to help and protect my family, blood or otherwise.
Hi, my name is Quintessential. I can most often be found lost in thought and contemplation. I'm a Loxodon monk with a gentle disposition, a gentle giant, if you will. But don't let my calm exterior fool you. A lifetime of martial training will ensure the first time you cross my friends will be the last.
I am Redeemer, also known as XO21. I am a Warforged Paladin who exudes both confidence and strength. I am driven by a desire to return to my true place in both time and space. I possess a strong sense of vengeance and justice, but often come across as unfeeling or insensitive. However, I am both loyal and caring to anyone who earns my trust.
Hi, I'm Teras Tealeaf. Folks say I'm very intense despite my diminutive stature. Is that some kind of backhanded compliment for being so short? I'm a halfling and a druid, and I love apples. I'm curious and inquisitive, but honestly, I nix most opportunities to socialize with people. But I do have good stories to share at a campfire. I'm never far from Micah. She's a southern babook owl who travels with me. Both of us prefer the company of other animals over people.
Being the caretaker of Pocket Dimension Pie is an all-time job. No, you didn't hear me wrong. Not full-time. It's all the time. I am Ordrew, caretaker of Pocket Dimension Pie, a multi-dimensional complex station nestled within the weaves of the fabric of time, space, and reality. With the aid of PieBot, the AI and brain of Pocket Dimension Pie, our top priority is the stability and safety of the multiverse. PieBot has scanned so much log data for countless worlds, dimensions, and timelines, they tend to exhibit something almost unrecognizable to their original program personality.
Hi everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to our return to Pocket Dimension Pie. We have missed you greatly. We've also missed each other greatly, because like life, the universe, everything. Hi. It's wonderful to be back. We're going to play some D&D tonight. Pi is going to give us a quick bullet pointy run through of the shenanigans that we got up to in our last game 2 months ago. Hi. A little bit of housekeeping before I hand us over. You won't be able to get us to talk back to you on screen tonight, but you can go off in the chat. Please roll dice alongside us. You can use perception, investigation, initiative, stuff like that. You can exclamation D&D commands like Troy has just done to get a list of what's available. But yeah, we're going to try and stay in character and not derail the stream too much, but we'll be able to say hi's and stuff when we come back from break. Breaks are hourly because Twitch has scheduled ads, but that's fine. We go off screen, you don't miss anything, so don't stress. You're not going to lose train of what's going on. You're not going to have a 5-minute gap. You're just going to have a little bit of a stretch break. But yeah, I believe that is the everything that we need to say in the beginning bit. So I will hand us over to our illustrious DM, so Pi.
Hello. Okay, so the last time that we played, which seems like forever ago, you entered the Fandesh mines. You saw some weird mishaps with some of the automatons. You called Grentag. Grentag didn't really have a definitive answer for you. You went further into the mines. You found a broken JNY unit, who just happens to be number 5. And now you have returned back to the main antechamber of the mine, and it seems that you are on your way to the right, tunnel in search of the Arc Rune Core. Easy peasy.
I mean, Sounds it.
Okay,
We have
so
Alistair, our frog, is out the front of
Johnny-
the mine, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, because we had that weird shift
oh
getting there.
yeah, it was like
Like this, we were standing on the sand watching the mines get further and further away from us that we were walking towards. But if we stood still, the distance got more. It was weird.
Yep.
But when Alistair
And
was
then
in the air, we didn't have the problem, which is probably why the skiffs work fine. But I don't know what fucking causes that. That was just this weird.
Didn't we also notice that when we were at the mines, if we started to walk away from the mines, it would actually bring us back towards the mines as well?
Yes.
Wasn't that
Yep.
something?
Yeah.
to call what's his face to check. I don't remember the results, but I remember you walked to have a check at it.
Yeah, no,
Something like that.
you walked away to communicate with Grentek. Because there was interference in the mine.
That's right, yes. I forgot what I communicated to Grentak for.
I'm amazed that
Yes.
Tazzy remembered that, and none of the rest of us did.
You were telling him that they were broken, and the result was we shouldn't touch them.
Oh, yes, but they didn't know which direction the ones we shouldn't
Isn't
touch were.
there?
Yeah.
Right. Spinning one way is fine, spinning the other way is fine, and we don't know is not fine, and we don't know which is which.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Any-
then Victor would know, and we don't know where Victor is. So that's right.
Didn't we ask Johnny where
okay.
Victor's office is?
You did, and that's part of the reason why you're going the way you're going.
That's
Aha!
right, because there was a phase crystal in the other room that we turned, which resulted in Max losing a finger. Because the phase crystals cut things off, so Maximilian lost a finger, a pinky, if I remember rightly. Can't remember which hand, sorry, but there was a pinky
It's a
lost,
pretty
that's
big
for sure.
deal for a bard who plays a string instrument to lose a finger, though. Pretty big
We need
deal.
to regrow that. The thing is, we couldn't even reattach it because it's gone. Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like... So we have to grow a new one back somehow.
Growing potion.
We need to get to Merlin.
Looking at this drawing, correct me if I'm wrong, the circles are automatons and
Yes.
the rhombuses are crystals.
That is correct.
The three ones that do not, the three circles that don't have arrows are
They're just
Not
working
big.
normal automatons. They're not
got
spinning.
it. And
Are
the
they
hallway that
digging,
everyone else
Or are they
coming-
just stationary?
They're I guess doing stuff to different parts of the wall or crystal. So they're just doing what they're programmed for.
the hallway that everyone else is coming out of is where we found Johnny. Do we know about the
Yes.
one?
You do not.
Okay. But
Uh,
Kathana seems a very determined choice to go down the one to the right, so I'm going
Yeah.
with it.
we charged up Johnny with the batteries that I had.
Yes,
Mhm.
but they aren't, I guess, full size batteries. So
yeah, we had to
these-
jerry rig them to make them fit.
Yeah.
Like tinfoil something.
Right. Okay.
I appreciate this previously on.
How many? Yeah. So was it just the one battery we gave him?
Yeah,
Was it
pretty sure it's just the
Yeah,
one.
I believe so.
Yeah. Because I still have it written down that I had one, and that sounds about right. Because I think we had two total. So that's
Yep.
fine. Okay. Great. Cool. So Kathana's leading the way.
Apparently.
Okay.
Hang on. If we're going to find Victor, isn't Johnny leading the way?
I mean, he's working his way. He's not at full capacity, but do you all go to the right?
I was under the impression we were going to the right because that's where the chrono, not chrono, what's it called? The
Chrono Finder?
Arc Rune Core.
Oh yes, it is chrono finder.
No.
Okay, I doubted myself. I thought it was pointing that
the
direction.
wee little device that I'm carrying.
Yes, yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it told us to go east.
Okay. I'm going to activate the next scene.
Shall we change to a map scene, or do you want us to stay in theatre?
It is a map scene, but it's not one that you're gonna have to move around a lot on. It's just more of as you get to different parts, you have that. So,
All right, I might just leave it as, given that it's not battle, it's not any of that. We'll just stay with a mini map rather than a big map.
okay.
Is there light, or do I need to give dark vision to someone?
There are lights.
I was gonna say, I think
Okay.
someone was holding a lantern, if I remember correctly. I don't know who it was though.
I don't remember a lantern, but I was under the impression this place was lit up by those. They have those lights that are powered by.
Glowy?
Sorry.
I said, are the walls just glowy with crystal?
Sure.
Oh, like an ambient light that comes off from the walls. Is that what you were thinking?
From the phase crystals.
Yeah, I was under the
Bold of you
impression.
to assume I was.
What's that? Sorry.
I said bold of you to assume I was thinking.
Oh right, okay. Well, no, I was wondering if that's what you were thinking. That's what I was. I think I was curious if that's what you meant. But I thought I thought they had lights in here that functioned a bit like electricity, but it's some kind of magical, magically powered lighting.
It's basically like it goes along the walls through the paths that they've cut.
Right. Okay.
So like in an office block here, when all of the lights go out, there's like the emergency lighting, so that you can always find your way to an exit type thing, like just that minor glow, or like more of a
It's more like a LED string light situation where it just goes along the wall, kind of in the middle, and emanates light.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Very cool. These walls, I assume, are very similar to the walls when we first entered the mine, and they're cut very cleanly, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I guess Keithana, you were at the front leading the way.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Can only go as far as I can scroll.
Not me taking freaking forever because I was trying to fix something else in the overlay.
Is there a door here? Oh, there's a door there. Right. Okay. I couldn't see it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I didn't see you.
the tunnel's blocked where it would continue going, and you see a door in the wall, and it's
Well, let's
made of a different
pretend
material.
on it.
So
Let's pretend Kathana didn't like bounce off the wall. She would have noticed what was going on.
Are you sure she would have noticed? I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced.
Her wisdom and intelligence are very high. Mine are not, but hers are great.
I guess so. Is the white face, is that JNY?
Yeah, why
yeah.
is he
Yeah.
goothy? Is that because he's nearly dead, or?
no, it's just the default icon if you haven't made an icon. So
Okay, no problem.
Oh,
Oh, what are we looking at
okay.
here?
From the top, these four black things look like Batman.
they are Batman.
Nice.
To me, they look like knights from above.
I'm just gonna. I'm
Batman.
disappointed. I was zooming in to see if they were Batman. When you zoom in enough, they're not,
They-
and I'm sad.
They are not. They're not Batman.
Are they knights holding? Like, are they statues? Holding
Yeah.
swords?
So as you enter what appears to be a laboratory, and as you enter, you hear a click, and basically,
It's never.
Redeemer would be the only one that would notice this, but basically blast doors close like blinding speed behind you guys, and Johnny basically starts to say, no dismantle, no dismantle, just over and over, and then all of a sudden you see a blue wave of like light come out, and he is deactivated.
No! Reassemble, Stephanie.
Oh no, we broke JNY. How do we already broke JNY? Right, Redeemer will run up to JNY and check the battery. Am I able to check the battery level to see whether it's been drained or anything like that?
From what you can tell, basically all of any sign of like power to Johnny is just gone.
Right. Okay.
When you
so-
said blue
is the-
light, did it come out of him or out of that thing in the corner?
It just came out of like the center of the room.
center of the room, right?
The round thing in the middle.
Not the blue glowy.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, and in the center is a pedestal with what appears to be like half of a sphere, cavity.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just realized that the thing in the back is actually pulsing. Hi.
Yes.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So
These statue things near us, are they statues? These
they
tall-
they are other JNY like units.
Right,
They're
so-
just deactivated as well.
Okay, so
So
I'm sorry. Other JNY units.
the
All-
suits of
All
armor
the statue looking things.
are JNY units.
That's okay.
But JNY 5 is the little white.
Why there's 4 others? Yes. Okay.
I'd like to investigate the other ones as well to see whether they're completely shut down in the exact same way. If I can tell.
Are they shut
Yeah,
down like... Hey, Redeemer. You know how when we found Johnny, he had no battery in him and we had to put a battery in him? Have these had their batteries stolen?
That's what I'd like to check now. Johnny or JMY, sorry, still seems to have the battery I placed in him, but completely non-functional. These others, I'll need to check them over, so that I'll do that now. But if somebody wants to check the others while I'm checking this one,
Yeah,
you're welcome
I can
to.
do
I
it.
would suggest looking around the room. We seem to be trapped in here. The door behind us, that's a very powerful door. That door is not going to open, and no amount of attacking that is going to get us through it. I don't think. I don't have any kind of power to get through that door that just closed behind us. I don't know if you've seen a door like that before, but they're designed for
Ooh.
serious
Was there a door
firepower.
like that? This is a DM question. Was there a door like that when we first arrived at Pocket Dimension Pi Station?
No, just because the only place that you went was to the, I guess, elevator, and then went to Sector 1. And
I
then
was
you went
more
through a
like
portal,
when we
so-
were in the cargo prison cargo area where the gas was dissipating. Were there blast doors in
Mhm.
there?
No, basically, Pocket Dimension Pi, like the way that it's set up, it's basically just an open, almost warehouse style thing for each sector, and then in the middle is just the elevator, and the elevator is the only way in or out. So
Yeah. Okay. So no, I've never seen one of those doors before. That would be the only place I would have.
Okay. How would you like me to check?
you can just look on the back.
Okay.
They basically have just an open area that shows the battery. It allows them to essentially hot swap them without having to dismantle or take anything apart. So
Right, and does this one have a battery?
it does. It actually has the full size battery, unlike Johnny. So
And Johnny's does this one seem depleted like Johnny's?
so this one looks almost like a brand new JNY unit. Like it's never been in any like it almost looks like it just came out for the production line and then here it is. So
Okay. I'd like to try and remove that battery if I can.
okay.
Um,
You remove the battery.
okay.
It is not charged. It is completely depleted.
Okay. With that, I would like to, seeing as the one doesn't in JMY doesn't seem to work anyway, I'd like to switch it out for my battery, retrieve my battery, and place that one in JNY with the hopes that I can recharge it in the future. So yeah.
Okay, so you're giving Johnny your cell that you have currently, right?
Yes, the
No,
one I took from the
one he
other
just took
robot.
out of the new one.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of taking back the battery I gave JNY, and I've replaced JNY's with the one from the brand new model.
Gotcha. So your battery, it still has power, but it's not. It's not as much as it was before, solely because he did use it. So
Okay.
But it didn't drain the battery, it just shut him down, which is the interesting part. When I am looking at this guy on the left, I'm gonna use the Chronofinder viewfinder HUD thingy to try and see if I can detect any information about them.
okay. So just roll perception with advantage.
First roll of the night, how badly can I do?
How would you ask?
I mean, not terrible.
I rolled a 9 and a 6 for 12 and 9. Like, I had advantage and the highest I got was 12.
It happens.
Freaking point.
I've
Look
had
at
worse
my-
rolls
look
on
at me
Baldur's
go.
Gate for an hour. So, okay, so you basically get a readout. It shows basically kind of the same readout as you got with Johnny. Just it shows that like the structural integrities in like a higher rate, like 95%, versus Johnny, who's at like 70. So.
Sorry, what was the 95 and the 70? What rate?
Like the structural
Structural integrity. Okay, yeah. So his structural integrity is in better condition. Are they exactly the same model?
They are.
Are these JNY 1, 2, 3, and 4?
The one that you're looking at is number 2.
I won.
So yes.
Yes.
So has anybody else in the group found anything? It's kind of what.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
poking
yes.
at mine. I'm not sure Kathana knows what to look for, but maybe.
Just to see if there's if it's active at all, if, you know, any damage, etc.
For the JMY units or the other stuff in the room.
No,
think everybody
I'm
was-
poking at JNY next to me. I can't figure out how to get closer to it without being on it.
Oh, you're fine. Keithana's poking it, and it's just basically non-responsive. It's
If
completely
there are
deactivated.
buttons, I'm pushing all of them in any combination.
While you're good at pushing buttons, nothing happens.
Okay. Nothing here. And now I wander off to investigate these things over here.
I'm
Okay.
looking around the room and I can see 4 other doors, along with the one that plus the one that we came through. Are they all the same blast door sort of thing?
Essentially, they almost look like they're built into the wall.
Okay. And this glowing pool, or it looks to be a glowing pool. Is it a glowing pool that I'm standing next to, or is it something else? It's a different sort of structure.
It is basically like a cauldron, like a vat of liquid.
Okay.
Hazzy wants to touch it, but Kathana wouldn't.
What
Teras
color
may.
is the liquid in the pool?
All right, say that again.
What color is the liquid in the cauldron?
It's like a murky kind of reddish color, and then it has like a blue
Oh.
hue, and then emits like a bluish light.
Okay. Does it look like anything that we've encountered previously, or?
It does not look like what you've encountered before, but roll perception.
Perception. That is a 13.
Okay. So you can feel that there is a slight like caustic property to it, but you also notice that there is a chain at the bottom of the cauldron.
A chain at the bottom. Like attached to the bottom, or like it would cause it to tilt, or
Like basically directly at the bottom, and it's slightly floating.
so it's
Oh, it's
keeping it
inside.
in place.
Mm-hmm.
The drain.
Like it's a plug.
Right. Okay.
Sink plug with a chain.
Okay, that makes sense. So
Sorry, when you said
Until
a,
it's-
a chain on the bottom, my brain went underneath.
underneath,
Right.
yeah.
Sorry.
And so when you
My-
said it was like slightly taut, I was like, so the cauldron's floating. No, it's inside. Okay, cool. And you said that I can tell that it's caustic, but the chain is not being eaten away if it is caustic. Okay, interesting.
Also, Kithana, you investigated over by that door, and you saw this message.
Please show it to everybody. Don't make me remember it. I'm gonna screenshot so fast.
I think I can make it where you can just access it. Give me one sec.
Should I be seeing it now? Because I don't see anything.
Suspense.
It's a secret
it
also
should-
for me.
It should be in your journal tab now.
Journal.
I think
Should
that's
have
the
one that
fourth
says
one
sign
across.
symbols.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
Right.
can see it.
Sign symbols.
There's just like a
I'm
sign
gonna
on
show
the wall.
the chat because we can see it. So hey everyone, this
Oh.
is what Keithan has just found.
Kathana doesn't know runes, but Tazzy thinks it looks runish.
Red's just gone.
But
Oh,
also, like,
dwarves!
Can I, like... Because my mom used to do these ciphers in the crossword where, like, the letters were switched or whatever, and you would see which was the most common, and that was probably an E, and then you would fill in another and work out what it was. Without taking the time to sit here and do that, because Tazzy would take a very, very long time to do it, can Kathana roll to see if she can figure that out?
1 sec. Can answer your question very easily in just a moment.
Would it be Arcana? Would it be... Oh, you've got
Like,
what?
Kathana's first,
Religion?
that it's a, like, replacement cipher.
Religion,
Would
history...
Keithana
And then-
ask us if anyone can read it, or would Keithana be?
So
Like-
Kithana could read it, yes. So
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
so my first check is if I can figure it out, and then if I can't, I'll show it around.
I just looked over and saw a comment in chat. It's Welsh,
Thanks,
there's
Troy.
no vowels.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
means
I
Waken
see
can
that
read
too.
it.
oh jeez. Moment.
Oh dear.
While the DM is doing stuff and things, could somebody please screenshot it and pop it into the Pocket Dimension Pi spoiler chat? So that
Yes.
folks who are watching on mobile have access to being able to see it.
Yes. Pocket Dimension Pi.
Current game
Spoiler chat,
discussion.
spoiler chat.
Current game
Thank you.
discussion.
I was like, that one. Spoilers.
So yeah. So if you guys want to, if you as viewers want to go and chat about what you think you see, feel free to do it in there, where our players are not going to look now that it's been posted. Just make sure you don't
mute that channel.
yeah, ditto. If all of the players could just mute that channel for during the game, mute for 3 hours. That way you guys can talk about what you think it might be, and it's not going to be where we can see it while we're playing. But make sure you don't put stuff like that into no spoilers, just so that folks who are a couple of episodes behind don't get inundated with discussions about what's currently going on.
I did DM you in
Oh.
Discord.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read this out. I'm going to read out to everybody what it is. How does Kathana know what it is? Does she just like know this language, or is it a cipher?
Yeah. It's Dwarvish, and she speaks the language. So.
Okay, perfect. Guys, I found a note. I showed it to everybody. Where it was hanging. Said.
Sorry, say that again. There was some overlap.
Where was it? Hanging on the door?
It's like a plaque on the wall.
Plaque on the wall. Plaque on the wall. I pointed out to everybody. Look what I found.
What does it say?
Okay.
Oh, you can't. It says, number 5 is a lie. Restore function to the machine. 5's heart is the key.
5's heart is the key. Wait.
Sorry, is that number 5 is a lie or number 5 is alive?
It's a lie in this.
A lie. So it's a play on it, isn't it?
Where should I put the English for this?
In
You should just be able to put in the chat in the VTT.
Oh.
I just didn't want to send it with everybody.
Oh, I screenshotted. Hold on.
Everything just
Okay.
moved on me.
Whoa!
It just zoomed in on me.
Super zoomed in on Kathana. Okay.
That was unexpected.
5's heart is the key. Okay, well...
Kathana has immediately realized that this means we need to take Johnny apart, and is disappointed and dismayed.
I mean...
We have to take Johnny apart.
It might have been the reason Johnny was already apart.
Yeah, it was already shut down.
What is
What
is
machine
an
is it, though?
Hang on. I'm gonna turn and look at Redeemer. You're not anatomically the same as us, right? So like you're kind of like them but newer, right?
Right.
What is a heart to you? Is that your battery? Is that your the thing that gets called a CPU in my heart? What is your heart?
I guess it depends on what you consider a heart to be.
Do you have a soul? Do you dream of electric sheep? Sorry.
Asking that to a Welsh person, unbelievable. So the where was I? A heart. What does a heart do at the end of the day? We need to consider what a heart does on whether we have a soul or not. I guess is depends on what you believe in such things as souls. But as for a heart's function is to pump blood around your body. So
Wait. I'm going to pause just for one moment. Redeemer absolutely believes in souls. Like,
Does he though? I
he
mean,
has to. There's
I
no
mean-
way.
I mean,
Character
Depends.
called out by the DM.
DM has your backstory, bitch.
Yeah, maybe too much of Waken is seeping into Redeemer there. Yeah. So what is a heart? Like it's a muscle that pumps blood around your body, right? So what would a heart in a machine be? I mean, it depends on the machine. Different machines would have a different kind of heart, I guess.
So would it be the oil pump? Sorry, that's not Teras. That is 100%. Oh no, maybe it is Teras actually, but it's majority just red. Thinking of car engines, but
I mean, you'd be able to potentially tell what would be considered the heart of the machine via that equipment that you have that is able to look at the. Yeah, I should imagine that will tell you what is the vital sort of components of us, but my guess would be.
I'm trying to work out if it's meaning it literally or figuratively. Because, like, when we talk about people with our hearts, you know, if you give your heart to someone, you're not literally taking the muscle out of your body. You're giving care, and there is the sentiment side of things where your heart is connected to love and it's connected to sentimentality, and then you've got the medical form of heart where, you know, it pumps shit around your body and it keeps you going.
I mean.
What machine are we restoring function to?
That's true. Which machine is it?
And
But then again,
We'll restore function to said machine.
we need to figure out which machine it is that we're trying to restore function to. That's true.
You're
Are
giving
their
a bunch of
priorities the same
toddlers
as
a riddle.
Honestly. The door is open and unlocked. Open the fucking door.
It's like the Crystal Maze.
No, I'm just thinking about the bed riddle.
Oh,
And
right.
Max is just playing Painted Black in the background. So
Still on key with the missing pinky.
yeah, he's trying to make sure it works. He's having like stretch extra far with his ring finger.
So I'm gonna ask a question. Which pinky has he lost? The one that he uses on the frets, or the one that he uses on the strings?
It was his left hand because we talked about how he needs that for the frets.
That's
But-
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's totally messed up what he can do.
Oh dear.
We're gonna have to get him
Oh, dear.
a clamp for. Yep.
Or a new finger.
If only
Or
he was in a
both.
place where they made robot stuff.
I'm like,
Mhm.
maybe Grentek can make him like.
That's what I was
prosthetic.
thinking. Yeah, I was thinking when we get back to Grentek. Okay, so Regima would like to investigate this thing in the middle of the room. You said it was a half sphere. Is that
Okay,
right?
so
Or-
it is a pedestal, and
Right.
in the middle is basically the I guess the
Recess?
negative half. Yeah, the recess of a sphere.
Is this like a highly advanced kind of pedestal in the sense that like does it look like a machine of any kind, or is it like made of rock or?
So it is made of obsidian, and it is machined in a way that you don't see normal, like I guess normal, I guess machines creating this. So
Right. Okay. What's the over by Kathana? Is that this over here? Is this a machine or is it like a?
it is.
It is a machine. Okay.
So you basically hear a constant hum coming from it.
And is there a control panel for the machine?
There is not.
Okay.
But what I guess if I guess Teras would need to scan it.
I mean, I can, but I've just. What is the square?
So on the square, it is another pedestal, but it appears to show the outline of what looks like one of the JNY unit's arms.
Is Johnny missing his arm? I'm trying to remember how disassembled he was when we found him, because I remember he was slumped over in the corridor.
He wasn't really like terribly damaged. He just looked like he had been battered and then was obviously missing his battery.
Okay.
Kathana's gonna check the rest of the perimeter to see if there are more signs.
Okay.
Redim will just call out to Kathana while you're looking around, because they can see Kathana is looking around. If you see any batteries or anything of that kind, and I will point to the back of one of the JNY units to point out what a battery would look like, just in case Kathana finds any more around the room, because as far as Redeemer is concerned, we're down one. So
as Kathana passes Quinn, I'll point out the fact that there's a plug in the bottom of this cauldron.
Who are you pointing that out to? To Kathana?
Yeah.
Because I've just been looking at it very
Kathana?
curiously.
Right.
Well,
Kathana goes to look
caustic.
under the cauldron to see, like, do we see the other outline of the drain? Is there fire? Is there, like, a place that it evidently drains into?
From what you can tell, it is not draining anywhere.
No,
No.
but, like, if we were to pull the plug, is
Gotcha.
there, like, a very clear place that it would go into? What's going on under? Question.
Gotcha. So it is like flush to the ground.
Oh.
Is there an exit point that actually shows where that plug would go, or like is there an opening in the bottom of the cauldron?
How translucent or transparent is the liquid?
It's not very transparent. Like that's why Quinn had to do a perception check to see the chain.
Okay.
Hey, Redeemer.
Okay. I need to turn that off.
How impervious are your arms to acid?
I mean, I guess I'm a little sturdier than yourselves, but it depends on the strength of the acid. The best thing to do would be to test it with another piece of metallic structure and see how that fared before I would go ahead and submerge one of my limbs into a potentially,
Do we have any spare swords?
I mean,
I do not.
We could
Where's
just
Excalibur?
No.
Is there any loose metal around the room that I can see?
There is not. It looks like a very, I guess, clean area. So
Okay.
Oh, how about those Lion, Ram, and Dragon trinkets that I had? Were they the keys? Were they made of metal?
sorry, say that again.
From the sewers last time, we had a lion, a ram, and a dragon key that matched up with those doors, but I have them in my inventory as trinket.
They're
they
more
made
of stone, like
Damn.
I guess stone and I guess like jewels, basically making up the respective animal.
I ask my snack basket for a fork.
Fork is not a snack.
I know, but it's used to eat snacks. I was
Right.
hoping I could get by.
On a technicality.
No forks. Yeah,
How loud did you ask your snack basket for a fork?
Normal speaking volume?
So I probably heard you, right?
Yes. This room is not that big.
I assume we're all in earshot of each other, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a fork if you want one.
This
I mean, it
game,
makes you think.
this game is
Cassie has-
amazing.
But Kathon is here for it.
But like, seriously, surely you've got forks just in your inventory, given that you are food obsessed. and you would need cutlery
You would,
for like traveling.
you would, but I don't. I think I just grew up eating with my hands, and I'm good at foraging shit.
Cool.
I don't
I have
know.
a mess kit which involves, you know, at the very least a Fred. But yeah, there's
At the very least, a what?
sorry. Fred, my brain has just yeared what it stands for. Utensil that folds up. All of the utensils that folds up. It's an issued thing.
I have.
We just
not-
use our hands.
It's fuck. I can't think of what it stands for. It's just called a Fred.
The internet doesn't seem to know either.
It's,
I'm glad
The-
that you did actually say Fred, and that's not a thing that other people know. Because Tazzy was sitting here like, you have Fred in your... Do you mean thread? That's not
Little
supposed to help.
ration eating device.
Yeah.
They can't call it a fucking fork. Okay.
No, it's a very specific device. It's not a fork. It's an everything.
it's a special
Um,
one.
It's a special spork.
Vicky, you're amazing.
It's-
It's an Australian eating utensil and multi-tool that serves as a combination can opener, bottle opener, and spoon.
That'll be why nobody knows what it is, because it's Australian.
was-
Specifically Australian.
I mean,
Well,
the
hell.
bottle opener is the most important part of that, so...
I mean, I was thinking you meant like a Swiss Army knife. That's what I was thinking, but
No,
Yeah.
they're flat. If you, I will put a picture into the Pocket Dimension Pie chat later.
okay,
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Okay, so you have one of those for
You have one of
Keithana. So
If you have a mess
that was what the whole
kit,
discussion
if
was.
you have a mess kit in your inventory, you will have cutlery.
I was looking, and then you said Fred, and I got thrown off.
I mean, Redeemer literally has what you see on Redeemer. That is Redeemer. Redeemer is bare bones as bare bones can be.
Well, as the DM, I can tell you, Teras has an Australian Fred in the mess kit.
Spelt
I
like
seem to have a
unicorn
mess
spelt
kit.
it. Spelt like unicorn spelt it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm writing it in my book.
Right, so we have a metallic object by which to test the what would it? The caustic level, the acidic level, the destructive power of this liquid in this vat / cauldron type thing.
Yeah.
Right, that's what. Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Anyway.
Cauldron.
So,
So you're gonna dip the
Keithana
metal
takes-
thing in there?
pokes it.
I'm gonna call
I
it
poke.
while we are about to find out what happens when you poke the acidic liquid. We're gonna go on an ad break because once an hour we play ads, which means that you guys don't get pre-rolls, but it also means that we get a stretch break so that we can continue playing the game. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes once these ads have played. You're not going to miss anything because we go off screen. So please take this opportunity to have a stretch, grab yourself a fresh drink, maybe something to eat, take your meds if it's time for meds, and we will be back really soon. Hi everybody, we are back. I don't know what the hell is going on with the sources. There's literally nothing else in there. It's only supposed to be reading the 5 images. It's a slideshow of PNGs. There's no reason for it not to work. I don't know what it's doing.
Don't you dare apologize. Good. I see you ready. I see you holding yourself. Don't do it. It's not your fault. You did what you could.
Hi, I'm giving you back to Pi.
Okay. We were
I'm
about to deal with this
1,800
forking situation.
away. Oh yes, I'm gonna stick a fork in it.
Wait, what?
If it's done.
Okay. So I guess you place the fork, I guess, slightly submerged into it, and then
Yeah, I'm like dipping the tines in. I'm just like, I'm not just.
okay. Nothing seems to be happening. It's just a fork, and
I lower it a bit more.
okay. Nothing happens to the fork.
Do I smell anything? Like, does it smell like food, like cleaning chemicals?
It smells basically like I guess bleach in a sense. Not exactly like bleach, just that's the kind of
Oh, in
you said
a
in a
sense.
I heard innocence
Oh.
though.
I
Yeah,
heard
so did
innocence,
I.
and I was like,
Yeah.
do I want to know
It
what's
smells
in
like
this?
bleach and innocence, and I'm like, what the fuck is bleach and innocence? God, wait,
It's,
hang on.
it's a type
What
of
is-
fabric softener.
I'm with you, Pi. I heard you correctly for the first time in my life.
I
First
am
and
I am
only
putting
time
this
I
in the merch folder for this. I am making this bleach and innocence. It smells like bleach and innocence.
Look,
I mean-
I eat Jif all the time.
Um,
dear. So Redeemer
Oh,
would have come
is
over
it-
to watch this. So
is it like being heated, or is it just when you said cauldron? I assumed there was a fire under it.
No, it is just it's not necessarily a cauldron. That's just the closest type of vessel that I can explain it as. But it is just holding this liquid.
Hmm. I share my observations with Redeemer.
Redeemer's right next to you. Redeemer came over to see how it was going. And upon noticing that there is no damage to the fork, Redeemer will just dip their hand into
The whole
the
hand or just a fingertip?
liquid. Just their hand, the whole hand. They're very confident that the fork survived. So if Redeemer loses a hand, so be it. But yeah, just the hand, and then upon just swirl it around in the liquid a little bit, and then attempt to almost lift a little bit of it out and let it trickle off their hand as well, just to see if it does any damage at all.
I mean, if
Okay.
you're doing this, are you going to grab at the chain or just
No,
seeing if
just-
it's going to do damage?
Just testing the liquid first.
I was just gonna say roll a Constitution saving throw, but now since you're playing in it, please roll a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Okay. So I will roll this, and then I will roll that. I mean, could have been worse, couldn't it?
That's a good roll.
Okay. So you don't take any damage from it.
Okay. Has there
Do they-
been any change in the appearance of my hand? Like, is it
Um,
dulled and no longer shiny?
It's like I guess just shows some residue, like a reddish metallic residue. But other than that, it just kind of sloughs off.
Okay. Redeemer will
Does
wipe their
get the
hand.
sense-
Go on.
I was going to ask if Redeemer gets the sense that perhaps they shouldn't be playing in this.
It does feel like essentially if you submerge your hand in bleach, like you obviously
Tingly.
feel like it's not supposed to be there. So
It's tingly, okay. Redeemer will wipe their hand on Keithana's cloak or something to that effect.
Fair.
So, how far in is the chain? Like, is it something Redeemer can reach from outside of the?
from where Redeemer is, it would basically be I guess, all the way up to probably just past the elbow to reach the chain at the bottom.
So I'd have
Oh,
submerge
for
my
some reason,
arm that far.
floating at the top.
It's just slightly floating. It's because the liquid under the glowing liquid is kind of like mercury, in where metal will float due to its
Okay. So
weight.
Redeemer would be able to reach in and just only go up to the elbow, basically. The arm would only go up to the elbow. The liquid would go up the arm. So if my arm was in, it'd go up here. Yeah.
I have seen so many episodes of All Creatures Great and Small that my brain has gone somewhere completely different.
Putting something in something else up to the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
I'm
what
gonna
you
reach in up
Yeah.
to the elbow. Yeah. My brain went somewhere completely else.
I mean, I didn't want to just. I wasn't sure if I'd have to step into the thing, and just start like tugging at the chain to pull it out or anything like that, So
So just start tugging.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Got you.
I mean, I said step into it and start tugging. I mean, if you want to make that, you go ahead. So Redeemer will attempt to grab the chain and
Okay.
Do we hold on? Kathana's gonna stop you. Do we know if we want to disturb what's going on here? We might want to just leave this.
I'm gonna point out that there's been a slight difference in the description of the liquid. There's two different types of liquid. There's the glowing liquid on top, and there's a second liquid underneath it,
Yeah, I'll be fine.
which is mercury.
Yeah, but
Well, it's not mercury, but it has properties like mercury. It's more clearish. So
I mean,
What if
I,
it's that we need liquid and you drain it away? Then we don't have it anymore.
well, that's true. We can leave this and come back to it if you wish. You were the one
Yes.
testing it. I assumed you wanted to grab the chain as a
curious.
result.
I just wanted to know.
Oh, okay. Well, now you know. Yeah, it tingles. That's all it did. It didn't damage me
Okay.
permanently.
It
However,
tingles.
if I left my hand in there longer, it might very well have caused me some small bit of damage. I wouldn't
Okay,
recommend
please
that
don't.
squishy beings such as yourself put your arms and limbs in there. That would not go down well.
Oh no, I mean it smells like don't do that.
That's a good idea.
It smells like don't do that.
What we could have done actually is with your snacks, you could have requested something like some kind of meat or some fruity snacks, so you could test the flesh of that in it. That might have been an alternative. Just something to think about.
Or like,
for future.
or like a snack that has a really, really basic pH.
Like milk.
Is milk a snack?
Any of us gonna know that?
Well, ice cream was a snack.
Ice cream was a snack. That's true. It's very, very true.
Well, because that was when I had only gotten
The
as far
scientist
as
in the chat
cauldron.
is like dotting at us.
Milk isn't basic, really? I thought you're supposed to with chilies and mix it with lemon juice. Okay. That's how it reacts with lemon juice.
Okay. So, either way, we need to figure out what would be considered to be the heart of J and Y.
I'm
In
still
order to
scanning
fix
the
a
perimeter.
machine. Oh, that's true. You were scanning the perimeter, yeah.
I was going to do a hard thing once we got through what these guys were doing with the cauldron stuff. I was gonna go and check out the humming machine and see
Okay.
what I could figure out.
Okay. Roll perception with advantage.
Watch me fail! Exclamation perception. Did I just roll worse than... I rolled worse than before. I rolled worse than before. I rolled a 9 and a 6. So that's a 9 from perception. I have done 4 rolls, progressively getting lower. Nothing above... nothing above a 9 so far today.
From those rolls, basically, you can assess that It contains some sort of gas, and that's about it.
The machine contains gas?
Yeah.
Does it have the same sort of CPU, etc., as the automata stuff, or like for the readout?
Not with those rolls.
You get nothing. Nothing. Redeemer will
I love how
will
Tazzie's
approach
cheating.
What's Tazzy doing?
She's
Okay,
asking the
Tazzy
resident
just-
scientist.
Tazzy Googled the same question and was told that unsweetened yogurt and milk are in fact basic, along with soy, miso, soybeans, most fresh vegetables, most fruits, including potatoes, herbs and spices, beans, and lentils.
Basic. Why are we looking for basic? Sorry.
Basic,
Opposite
not
for, like
'cause
pH basic.
First, I googled basic.
neutral.
You know, food.
Not
And I was like,
neutral,
that's not
to
what I meant.
neutralize the acid, so the opposite way.
Alkaline.
Yes.
Right.
In the U.S., we call it basic.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah. Okay. So everything's different all over the world. It's so confusing.
No.
We speak the same language, but we don't. Okay. Well, at least now I know. So that's what's important. I was so confused. I was like, basic. What are you talking about?
I
Basic?
was also confused on the basic part.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, okay. So, what was the thing? So that was why was that cheating? I'm so confused why that was cheating.
Oh, because Keithana wanted to know what snack to bring out, so Tazzy was asking the chat, what snack do I bring out?
Oh, right.
She's literally like, Kate, what's a basic snack?
Oh, dear.
Like, that's cheating. That is what we're not allowed to do in chat.
Oh, dear.
I just think that Keithana knows more than Tazzy does, and I think that Tazzy should get help at being Keithana. Group effort.
Right. So, in this room, getting back to it, in this room, there is only one machine that we're aware of, not including the JNY units. And that is the machine over here, which contains a gas.
Correct.
This
What's
here,
in the
is
box?
this a box? Yeah, I was about to ask about the box, yeah.
What's in the box?
Oh,
What's
what is
in
the
the
box? Is it just a crate?
box?
Is it just a crate in the corner?
Yeah, it's
What's
great.
in the box? In the
I
box.
wish to
What's
look
in the
inside
box
the
today?
box.
Okay. So in the box, you find some rags,
Oh.
a metal, like, I guess, stick, and 25 gold.
Rodima will pick up the metal stick.
Is the
That'll
metal
be it.
stick in good condition, or is it pockmarked like acid?
It looks like a fire poker, and it doesn't really have any damage to it. So
Okay. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Rodima
what
will...
was the
I'm going to take the
25
gold. How much
gold
was it again? 25?
25.
25. What was the third thing in there?
Rags.
It was a bunch of rags.
Eggs. Okay. Tazzy has a thought, and Keithana grew up in the woods, so I don't know if it would occur to her.
What's the thought? Because Teras
Do the-
didn't.
I'm wondering if these rags are used with that solution to clean the automatons. Do these rags show any residue of the cauldron stuff?
They do not.
Oh, okay.
That was a
Never
good
mind.
thought.
My brain. So the red brain went, is that a dipstick and a rag?
Oil changes. You got to do it every 5,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be done.
Is there a point on the machine that is next to the crate that would fit that metal stick?
No.
The doors that Quinn previously talked about, the other 4 doors in the room, you mentioned that they were built out the same material as the wall. Are there any switches, buttons, anything that would allow us to attempt to open the doors?
Why can I go through the wall?
So they're not made from the same material as the wall. They're just that flush.
Right, I see. Sorry.
They're basically just blast doors like the one that closed behind you.
Okay. As Redeemer's right next to one, what is this? Is this just like a lamp?
Yeah, they're just lamps.
Okay. I just want to make sure there weren't anything else. Redeemer will attempt to push on the door, try and slide it, various different ways to see whether they can get the door. Like try and push on it and lift it up, try and push on it and slide it to the side, just to see if the door will budge at all.
It does not. And it's basically I guess any Star Wars or Star Trek like blast doors where they basically interlock in a way that they don't budge at all.
Right.
Pretty much whichever way you try to go at them. So. And
there's no way to potentially, this metal stick I've got, it's not like thin enough to jam in between the doors.
No, there's
nothing like that.
There's no gap. Had you caught it before it closed all the way, potentially, but at this time they are completely closed. So
sealed shut. Okay. Redeemer's next port of call, I'll give people a chance to do their own thing, will be to go back to JNY 5 and start examining the unit to see if I can figure out what I believe would be considered to be the heart. I would Waken associates something like a CPU to be a brain, for example. But if I can find something that would potentially be maybe how it distributes power throughout the body, is what I would consider to be the heart.
Okay. So just, I guess, roll investigation. Okay. So you do notice in the front of Johnny, there's basically like a sphere, like right in the center, that the other, I guess, units don't have.
Right. So JNY is unique. JNY 5, sorry, is unique compared to the other JNYs that we're aware of.
Correct.
Is this sphere? Is it? I assume it's connected to other cables and whatever piping, etc.
I guess the closest way that I could explain it would basically be like Iron Man's arc reactor. Like it's just in his chest.
So you can kind of twist it out, kind of thing. You would reach in, grab it, and give it a yank.
You would have to, I guess,
attempt
get a good grip on it and pull. So
right.
Would it be easier to try and get into just lay on top of? Because we're just trying to. It's a recess, right? And it's currently protruding from his chest.
It's like, I guess, you can see it in his chest. It's not that far out to fit that socket. Like,
okay,
it would have to be removed.
Redeemer would like to attempt to delicately remove the spherical, because JNY isn't working right now, so Redeemer has no issues with taking JNY's components apart, as long as it's not irreparable, not to place it in an irreparable state.
Okay.
So,
is there anywhere for that metal rod to go, like a sim ejection port sort of thing?
There are many rod to go.
I guess roll a dexterity check just to make sure you do it delicately.
Okay. Dexterity is not my forte. Where's Dex? There it is. I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm not mature enough.
So you grab the sphere and you do pull it out, but you basically dent all of the areas around it with your fingertips, putting that much pressure in.
I mean, it could have been worse, right? It's just a few dents, so Redeemer isn't displeased with this. It can always be repaired. Dents can be repaired. Scratches can be repaired. It's more if I broke something properly. Okay, so while Redeemer's holding that, I guess if anybody else is in the middle of doing something, I don't want to get in the way of that before I'll announce them. There you go.
Kefana was examining the doors around the perimeter, looking for more signs and like poking around the perimeter of the room. I did get waylaid by the call, but I did keep going. Yes, and searching for batteries. Did I come up with anything?
No batteries. You basically saw that the pedestal, I guess, on the north wall just has an outline of what appears to be one of the JNY arms. And then you also notice that there seems to be more concentration of oxygen as you get closer to the machine in the northwest part of the room.
So the humming thing where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I informed the others of both of these things. Does the outline is drawn on, or is it like etched in, or is it bumped out?
Or
the arm.
The
original message?
Is it like a recess? Is it a recess?
It's basically like when you have something in your house for so long and then you finally remove it and there's just like that like outline of maybe where like the sun bleached it in that area.
I guess
line.
it's been
Or something.
pressed.
Yeah.
It's been pressed so many times. Yeah, okay.
Oh. Is it from pressing, like it's an indent, or is it just like the dirt line?
Like the dirt line, I guess.
Oh.
So it's basically cleaner around in an area that looks essentially like a JNY arm would go there.
And what did that note
Redeemer,
say?
did you remove the batteries from the other JNYs? All of them, or just the one?
No, I just switched the one from one of the JNYs. This one here. I switched it to JNY 5. It was more of a selfish desire to retrieve the battery, but also, as we know nothing about the other JNYs, Redeemer is attempting to maintain this JNY in case we need to take it with us. So
I am gonna remove batteries from all except one.
Okay. Which one are you leaving?
One. JNY 1.
Okay.
Are you taking
So-
JNY 5s as well?
No,
one I put in
I'm
JNY
leaving.
5.
I'm leaving our Johnny, the 4 that were in the room. So I'm taking 2,
Yeah.
3, and 4's batteries. Well, whichever one of them you took, like.
Yeah, I don't.
So
know
let's
which
say
one
you
this
took
one
it
is.
from 2.
Mhm.
So I'm taking the other 2 batteries out. Just in case they turn on, I don't want to be attacked by all 4, so I'm removing the power source.
That's a good idea. Thinking ahead.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of a repetitive thing that we're going through, so I feel like that's potentially a useful thing.
Plus, also keeping all of those batteries could help me out.
I'm going to one of the ones that you're taking a battery from, I'm going to take an arm from and put it back.
Is it
On
easy to
the
detach an
machine.
arm? Like, I feel like they would be, like, wired in and stuff.
Yeah, how easy is it to get an arm?
It may be easy
have
to
an
pick up the Johnny 5 unit, the Johnny whatever unit, and move it, and then lean its arm on a thing without detaching it.
These things seem
My
pretty
first
large.
is detaching. How's the detaching working?
You would just, I guess, do a dexterity roll and
Like, is it plug and play? Is it like a USB attached arm, or is it like wires and cables and capacitors? Oh my!
I mean, it's
Oh, good God. Did you cast guidance on yourself? No, it's not going to make a difference. Fuck.
Right, like, what? No.
Look,
Listen, my
Cassie
other-
has not been playing Baldur's Gate 3.
So. Okay, at the point that doesn't
Legit,
work, I'm gonna
I
just
keep forgetting it in Baldur's Gate.
and
Oh
putting it.
no, you removed the arm. However,
Oh.
you did damage some of the connectors.
Which arm did you remove?
Okay. The one that looked like the outline. So whether that was right or left, I was matching the outline.
Which
You removed
unit? Which robot?
Number one, I guess.
No, that's the one we left the
Since
battery.
it's
That's one you left the battery. Yeah.
That's the one we're leaving alone.
Then
I mean,
not number with a no man.
Just pick one on the map.
click and
Let's
hold
go
on
with
it.
this one. I am clicking and holding. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it
we go.
goes.
Okay.
There you go. Nice. Okay. I feel bad for Quinn. Quinn's just looking around the room and just destroying stuff,
Nice.
just ripping things apart. Like,
I mean,
so
look,
I,
to
take that
be
arm and go
honest, it's
back.
not out of the ordinary, right? Like, this is another day at the office for Quinn, just watching things being taken apart and things being touched. And it was actually surprising to watch Keithana not encourage us to reach into the caustic fluid. So,
oh, there we go. Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
on team
Keithana
safety
is Keithana is team safety first. She has been the whole time. Like watching
may
Keithana.
I remind you when we
fuck
went
with it.
into the sewers the first time?
You just went.
Yeah,
We
well,
just
I
went.
bet
that's different to watching us do stupid things. She stops us from doing this. She's the mum of the group.
I'm just surprised that Keithana didn't reach in and try to grab the plug chain themselves. Like,
he might
Okay,
need
so
the
did-
bleach.
Did you put the arm on the pedestal?
I tried to match it back to the outline of where it had been missing.
So you basically see the top of it basically lower just slightly, as if the weight pushes it down, and you hear just a slight click, but nothing visible happens in the room.
Does everyone else hear the click?
It's just a, I guess, slightly audible click. So it'd basically be like somebody flipping a light switch, just a little more aggressive than normal. It's not like
like-
a loud click.
I have a face of like vague satisfaction, like I was right. It worked. And I say out loud, it worked.
What worked?
what worked though, Keithana?
What did it do?
Yeah.
It went down. It clicked.
It went
worked.
down. Means many things. What?
It went down. It fits. It went down and clicked.
I mean, you mentioned
I-
that there was an.
Now try to remove the arm and see what happens.
Okay. You remove the arm and it basically raises back up on the pedestal, I guess, platform.
Are we noticing? Is anyone noticing anything in the room around us? Lights
There's nothing,
dimming, flowing.
no
nothing.
no visible in the room. So
Okay.
Okay,
So
I put it back on the
when
pedestal.
Keithana puts it back down, I'm gonna just watch the machine to my left. With the hut. Like, are there any changes to the machine when the pedestal changes?
nope, nothing changes with it.
Bless you.
Hazzy would continuously take it off, put it back, take it off, put it back, just for hearing the click. But I think Kathon is beyond that.
I mean, it's a pretty satisfying click.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hazzy's
dear.
really here for it, but I think Kathon can restrain herself.
Okay, with that then, Redeemer, seeing nobody else doing anything else, will just walk up and place the sphere in the recess in the center of the room.
So you place the sphere in. You too hear it, but this is a loud click, and then there's a rumble outside of the room.
In which direction?
Behind you.
Down this way. Okay.
Yes, Tessie.
Tazzy has a question that Kathana doesn't. What sphere? Where did this come from?
The
one
chest thing from
Johnny's
Johnny.
chest.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
I think it happened when you were asking science questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the rumbling came from behind. Did we notice any change in the door? Does it look the same?
It looks exactly the same. It sounds as if it came from, I guess, outside the door.
Okay.
Additional blast shields.
Just more doors. Regine will walk
Hold
down
on.
towards the door.
Hold on. Keithana, lift the arm.
I do so.
Is there any change?
Same result as normal. Just the
So it
platform just raises slightly without the
Combination of sphere and arm is what you're saying. The sphere thing and the arm thing are independent of each other.
No, I was just trying to work out if taking the arm off the switch opened the doors, and putting the arm on the switch closed the doors. When it was being powered by the heart. That was it. What did
Can
the thing say
switch be
again?
depressed further?
What did the thing say again? Let's go find out.
When
Number
we got
5
to
is
the
a
door-
lie.
Five?
Restore function to the machine. 5's heart is the key. Now that the sphere is in, has there been a change to the machine to the left?
No. It is just making a loud hum, and you just hear like every so often you hear just like a tss kind of sound. So
Regine will walk towards the door. Was the door open when we got here? Like, was it already open, or did it open on our approach?
the door was already open.
Okay. And as I'm at the door, I assume it does nothing. It's still closed?
It does nothing. So closed.
Okay.
There's no buttons or handles or anything anywhere that we can see?
Not in this room. Nope.
Teras, the chrono finder isn't showing anything, is it?
I look around. Is the chrono finder showing me anything? I'm assuming it would show me on the HUD rather than needing to be in my hand.
It just shows you where, like, what direction the arc rune core is in.
Which
and
direction
it's
is it
currently-
from here?
It's currently pointing this way.
There's a door near that, yeah? On that side of the wall?
Oh, the door.
No.
it's
There's a
pointing
door at the
towards the
bottom, there's
hall.
a door at the top, the door on the left. Is there a door on the right-hand side?
There is
Oh,
not a
yeah.
door on the right hand side.
This is the closest.
Yep.
To a door on the right side.
Oh, there's 3 doors at the top. Okay, now I see them.
Okay. Well, everyone,
Oh.
it seems
Oh, I
that
see them.
this
See,
has
little
had
doors.
no effect. What I thought was the heart of the machine seems to not have worked. However, I am concerned that perhaps it was due to a lack of power.
I'm gonna do a... This is a character question, not a game thing, so I'm doing it with these dice because that's a thing. I have a chaotic character and I am rolling a die to figure out what she's doing. Because that's how I play.
Hey, Redeemer,
Yes, Teras.
could I have that stick?
Redeemer holds up the stick and looks at it. Just kind of weighing up whether or not to give up a piece of metal that they've been attached to for all of 30 seconds. And then tosses the stick towards you.
So I'm going to catch
Would it-
the
would
stick
you-
as it comes my way. I'm going to go up to the door on the top right, near the cauldron.
Okay.
Are there any imperfections anywhere around the door or on the door?
No.
Cool. I'm gonna knock 3 times using the stick.
Okay.
Hello?
Nothing.
I'm gonna knock 3 more times. I'm gonna say, "Open, please."
Nothing.
Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and fish the chain in the thing with the fork that Keithana had before and a piece of string from my pocket tied to the metal rod, and I'm gonna see if I can scoop the chain.
Okay. So roll just a dexterity check. Okay. So you managed to get the chain wrapped around and pull it up to, I guess, the surface to where you can grab it.
Yep. And I pull it.
Okay. So you hear a click, and the door in the top right unlocks. Or sorry, top left.
Sorry.
And it opens.
Whoa, chaos!
Nice.
Wait, so what did you use to fish it? A piece of string on a metal pipe with a fork?
Yep. I didn't want to put my hands in it.
But the string did disintegrate. This thing almost damaged metal. It's powerful string, just saying.
I was gonna say it didn't damage the metal. That was the thing. I mean, you're still slightly organic in some way. So.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Oh.
So
we have a door, though. We have a door.
Standing right there and points out that the door's open.
I feel like Keithon would be like, it was all my doing after all.
So, I found a door. Are you guys coming? And I follow Keithana through the door.
Are those beds?
Redeemer will motion Max
they're
to
shelves.
ahead.
This is a storeroom.
Shelving units. Okay. I understand the logic of a top-down view, but I'm 154 centimeters. I've never seen anything from the top.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it.
You never climbed?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Redeemer will just wait for Max to go through.
Okay.
Worried about leaving Max behind.
So Max is just walking through, and he's like, I see a red door and I want to paint it black. Man, there's a lot of doors here.
Oh. I can't get in there. I have no vision of that room. And apparently I collide with a wall.
You have to line yourself
Thank
up.
you very much. I think maybe I closed the door or something.
Now I'm a fucking head pie. God damn it.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want shelf. I want me next to the shelves. I'm investigating what's on the shelves. I'm like poking, rifling
I'm going
through things.
the crates. Whoop.
Okay.
That was my notebook.
In the crates, you just find I guess spare parts, bolts, nuts, like just machinery.
These nuts?
Parts. Not those nuts.
Do we find any hearts? Air quote. Hearts.
Oh, no hearts, just parts.
When you say parts, are there any spare arms?
There are not any spare arms for the JMY units. You do see some that look like the ones from the automatons that you encountered in the city.
Okay.
Any functional batteries that we could place into a GNY unit?
No batteries. But you do see some capacitors and insulating. There's cans of insulating foam, just different things. This seems to be where like a workshop would have most of their stuff. Insulating
I would
foam?
like the insulating foam, please.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
why.
get some insulating
I
foam.
just want it. If I can have a couple of cans. Take a couple of cans. Take a couple of cans.
There are 3 cans.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pop that in the game chat. 3 cans insulating.
Redeemer will just stand with Max. Max,
What about-
how's your hand?
It hurts, but I mean, I'll live. It's just kind of hard to play, having to bend my finger all weird.
Yeah, we'll have a chat with Grentak when we get back. Perhaps he can help you out. Maybe you'll become a little bit like me, but worst case, perhaps we can even ask.
Oh, hey, hold on one sec. Do you hear that?
And
Do we-
Redeemer, I'll attempt to
roll,
listen.
roll perception.
Perception.
All of us, or
Us or just Way?
Just Redeemer.
Oh.
Okay. So you still hear the hum from the machine outside, but you hear just a slight, almost not kind of robotic, but it almost sounds like they're saying like a pattern just over and over, but you can't quite make out what it is because of the hum.
Okay. Can anyone else hear what Max seems to be able to hear? I can't quite pick it up. Does it sound like it's coming from behind me, or does it sound like it's in the room? Am I able to tell a direction, even if I can't make out what it is?
It sounds like it's basically coming from the middle of the room, but more in the ceiling.
The room that
you
we're
can't
in,
really-
or the room we came from?
the room that you're in.
Can I see if I can hear it? Now
Yeah.
that Redeemer said the thing.
nice.
Hi.
Okay.
You're not,
I
you're
got
not
a
allowed
good
to complain
roll.
about any more rolls. You're not allowed to complain about any more rolls. No, you've had your lot.
So you do hear it. It sounds almost like a number station broadcast, but because of the hum, you're only getting like every other number.
Hey Quinn, write this down, and I read it. Like I repeat it with the pattern.
Okay. So you're basically hearing like 6, 3, 0, and then 1.
6301.
Hear better with
6301.
But there's gaps in between that we can, whoops. There's gaps in between that we can't hear.
The humming,
and
is it
Quinn
coming
hear
from...
better ears.
Sorry, there's some
Doesn't-
overlap.
Yeah, sorry.
Does not give me any advantages with.
I
You
mean, I rolled a 20. I rolled a natty
You
can
20.
also try.
If anyone was going to hear it.
Oh. Yeah. No, that's true.
The humming, sorry, was it from the machine in the room behind
Yes.
us?
Mhm.
The door that's opened, is it possible to manually close it, but not
It is
all
not.
the way?
It is like flush with the wall.
Okay. That's what I was worried about. Oh, these guys, they're good at architecture and carpentry type thing, aren't they? It's not carpentry, it's probably not wood. But you know what I
It's
mean.
not carpentry.
Masonry, yeah.
Masonry, there you go. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
so
I
we
was
found
like,
the stonemasons.
stone carpentry.
See, that should be
Um,
merch. Stone carpentry. Yes. What's the pedestal in the back?
So it looks very much like the previous one in the other room. but this one has the outline of one of the tread legs of the JNY units. This one specifically is the right.
So we're just going to start taking these JNY units apart.
Notice
bit by
this. Donna's going straight for that same one that's already broken.
Are you gonna ask for help from Redeemer, who maybe has a better... No, I suppose he probably doesn't have a better chance than you do. Just because of... Yeah. What's the thing in the bottom left, by the way?
I'm not sure I felt like I fucked up last time, though, because I wanted to get the arm off and I got the arm off.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
I guess roll perception for the thing in the left.
Do I get advantage because of the HUD, or do I just roll this?
Yeah, you get advantage because of the HUD.
So it's either a 17 or let's take the 17.
Okay. So you can tell that this is basically a giant battery, but it's also using, like, I guess, geothermal heat to keep itself powered.
Wait. Did you
I
say it
have
was
a
like
really
battery?
terrible idea.
Yeah, it's basically a giant battery that also, like, it's basically a giant generator with a battery.
How big's the battery?
It is, like, massive.
Oh, right, okay. It's not something you can take off and plug into a JNY unit. Okay.
Redeemer's just like...
Redeemer.
Batteries?
And is like,
Batteries?
Batteries? Take it off, put it on my
Batteries!
back. There you go. Start flying around like a space marine or something. You can have one of those things on my back. Yeah.
It's like the size of, like, I guess, a refrigerator, like a large refrigerator.
I mean,
So-
I'm pretty strong.
But it doesn't weigh as much as a refrigerator. It's way heavier than a refrigerator.
It's way heavier?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. So I have a terrible idea. And I have just turned to Keith. Oh no, Keithana's left the room? Or hasn't left the room yet?
Keithana? Not yet.
I am on my way out, but I haven't left that fast.
Keithana, I have a terrible idea.
Tazzy's asking if it's photo mode, but Kathana says, ooh, do tell.
My brain just went and the music stopped just as I said it. No, I am just amused. Liquid snacks. And I walk towards you, grab your shoulder, and drag you out of the room, back into the other one.
Okay. Liquid snacks?
Yeah.
Linda will raise his eyebrows with concern.
Tazzy's raising her eyes with concern.
So, okay, so the first thought is the right leg of a Johnny, right?
Right.
So try that. But my thoughts are, think about your favorite liquid snack. And then when we've tried the leg thing, I have an idea. I actually have two ideas. But
I'm thinking of hot chocolate and mixed berry smoothies. Hot chocolate with marshmallows to make it fulfill the snack requirement.
I mean, I would say hot chocolate's a snack, regardless.
yeah.
I agree. My mother wouldn't, so.
Hazzy, I'm not your mother.
God for that. Okay, so I'm getting the leg and thinking about hot chocolate.
Okay. So are you turning your basket upside down?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just getting.
She's just
Taking
got
a
to
leg.
envision it. You're just taking a
I'm
leg.
thinking. I don't know.
Okay, so
Cassie has no idea what your plan is, but
in the main...
would Kathana know what your plan is? Would Kathana have picked up on your plan, Tara? No. Okay.
Or maybe one of them, but not both of them.
Okay.
The second one is probably a very bad idea, but is still going through my head.
The one I've picked up on, I'm assuming, is the leg situation that I'm planning to do anyway.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm taking that leg off. The same machine that I took its arm.
Okay. Roll a dex check.
Dexity, dex. There you are.
Maybe with guidance. That is a spell that you know.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you, I guess, free the leg,
okay.
and you now have a giant tank tread-looking leg.
How big is it? Like, can I just carry this through the doorway, or am I stumbling?
It's about the size of a 1980s boombox that you have to hold over your shoulder or lift up
I got it.
when you want to say anything.
Amazing. Go for it. Okay. You said enormous, and immediately I imagined the largest truck tire I've ever seen in my life, which was larger than me.
Yeah,
and I was like,
"Oh, Tazzy, honey,
I didn't think.
Wait till you visit me. I will show you big wheels. Oh my god. Yep. Hi.
No, but they're not that big.
1 minute.
Are they're approximately human sized, right?
What's that?
The
JNY
automatons.
units.
They're within humanity sized.
He's I'd say Johnny's probably 6 foot. So
okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm taking that tread over and I'm taking it back into the room and I'm sticking it on this pedestal.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I have
jumped
followed
too far.
back in. I have followed back into the room. I'm of the opinion that it's pairs and everyone together, but we have an ad break. So, before we find out what happens with putting the leg on the pedestal, we're gonna take this ad break. So, these are Twitch scheduled ads that happen once an hour. To keep everything as accessible as possible for all of you, we go off screen while the ads are playing so you don't miss anything. So we're back in a couple of minutes once the ads have finished. I'm not sure if the stats are going to show on the break screen or if it's going to be broken again. I'll try and fix it. But take this opportunity to have a stretch, take your meds if it's time for meds, have a fresh drink, and we'll see you in just a moment. Hi, hello, we're back. Hello to everybody who has just tuned in for the first time. You can exclamation DND commands to find out what dice you can roll alongside us and sort of the fun stuff that you can do. I am going to hand back over to Pi and hopefully find out what happens when we add the leg.
Okay. So Kathana went to the previous JNY unit that the arm was removed from, took off the leg, took it to the pedestal, and I assume set it on the pedestal, correct?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm fitting it into the dirt outline.
Same thing, just slight click, and it I guess lowers into its fitting.
Okay. Well, did the same thing.
It made the click.
It made the click.
Okay. Redeemer will. Is everyone in the room? Yeah. We'll go back to look through the doorway to see whether. Oh, you're stuck in this room now. To see whether any of the other doors opened.
I don't know what's with Redeemer and clipping that, but
Redeemer's a pain.
So as you look through, there are no I guess, open
No changes.
doors. No.
Okay. The doors are all the same, everyone. It didn't seem to make much difference. This code, though, that you shouted out about.
Do we need to pull on the chain again?
Did the code change after the leg got put in? Because that's what one of the things Teras was listening for.
Okay. As you listen, you can basically make out the same numbers that you can hear.
And it's still being blocked by the humming?
Correct.
Okay. So before Teras leaves the room, she's just going to have another quick look through the shelves. She's looking for thin wire.
Okay.
Like wire that's like string, but is wire. Like I guess floristry or jewelry wire type thinness. So she's looking for stuff like that.
Okay. So you do find spools of wire. It's just copper wire.
So I'm gonna put some of that in my backpack, as much as I can take, basically, that I think might be useful. So I'm looking for like things that I think might be compatible with Redeemer, and things that I might think are compatible with Johnny, and that might come in useful, or things that are like string that I could like things that I could potentially MacGyver stuff with. They're my
okay. Now keep in
also
mind,
she's a fucking
spools
magpie.
Yeah. So these spools are huge. They're
Okay, how big?
probably about the size of Teras. Like they're
Fuck.
they're about the size of like a car tire.
Is there anything I can cut the wire with?
What do you got?
I have daggers. I have. It's a really good question. I'm in my inventory. What do we got? What do we got? Herbalism kit, mess kit, quarterstaff, daggers. I have a scimitar. Thieves' tools, a tinderbox. Pair of stag antlers. Where did I get the stag antlers? Yeah, okay. Cool.
I think those were from the forest in the food
When we
Path
hunted for Path.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, how do you want to cut this?
I'm going to use one of my daggers.
Roll strength and dexterity.
So strength.
Okay, cool. You
15 and 15.
You basically, you cut off a length of copper wire.
So I've basically wrapped it into like a spool, like a mini spool.
Okay.
Can I cut off two fairly good lengths? Like.
You can try. Same thing, strength and dexterity. Strength is to make sure you can actually cut it, and dexterity is just to make sure that you don't hurt yourself while cutting it. So.
Woof. I don't think I got it. That's a 4. Flat 4.
Roll dexterity.
Wait, did that just twice?
I think so.
I just halfling locked a second fucking one?
So you just slightly nicked your hand. You take one point of damage.
I was thinking a natural one would be like cut off the hand. Gone.
I mean,
That's mild.
I love that, when you roll a 1 with a halfling, you get to roll it again, and it automatically rolls it again, but I got a second fucking 1.
I did wonder where the other
Well
roll
done.
came from. Until
That's
I saw the double
luck.
ones.
but not necessarily good luck.
I think I just started
Well, there you
paying
go.
back the D20, the natural 20 I got a minute ago. Fuck.
Yeah. You've paid it back and then some, yeah.
Hi, my dice try to kill me. Okay.
So, while all this is going on, did those cloths inside this box over here?
Yep.
How large were they?
They were, I guess, about the size of a tea towel.
Right. Okay. Not very large. Okay. No problem. Redeemer will attempt to kind of come back in the room. Oh, it looks like I can now. Thank you for fixing it. So to the group this is. So I was thinking it sounds like there could possibly be more to the code that yourselves were hearing. Is there any way we could try to dampen the noise coming from the machine in the other room? I went to look in the crate where we found some cloths, but they're not big enough. Anyone have any thoughts on how we can go about dampening that noise so that we can maybe hear a bit more?
What is the scale difference between a direwolf pelt and the machine? Because I got one.
Yeah, I was going to say, depending on the size of the doorway, maybe we could just hang some direwolf pelts.
Yeah, that was my thinking as well.
I mean, the direwolf pelt is going to basically cover that area. But it's not super thick. Like it would dampen a little bit of the sound, but probably not all of it. Like this machine is loud. Like that's the whole thing. It's like running an air compressor.
How many
it's
direwolf
not
pelts
an air
do we have?
compressor.
Oh, I have one.
I have
Keithana
one.
has one.
Mine's
I have
back
an
at
idea. I have an idea.
Go on.
Two of us stay in this room. Two of us go outside. Remove the heart to turn off the machine. See if we can hear the.
Yeah, I can try that if you wish. So,
Because the
me and
hang on,
Max-
I'm gonna double check a thing before we do this, just to make sure that I'm understanding something correct. Was the humming there before we put the sphere in the recess, or did
Yes.
Okay.
It was
So then
on basically the
ignore
entire
it.
time that you've been
Okay.
in.
well,
In that
it
case,
would close the door.
I'm my other idea.
Well, your idea is actually spot on in that we could.
No, because the humming
close
was
the
there before.
door. Yeah, but we could close the door. The machine's in the other room.
Oh,
You
So
try
if-
to close the door before.
We've not tried to close the door. So, apart from me looking at the door, but what I'm saying is if we take the heart out of the machine, the
no, the
door
heart didn't
would
open
close.
it. The liquid did. So this is my idea.
Okay, I thought it was a combination of the various different things.
Put the plug back in.
Yeah.
Well,
I could do that.
There's no plug. It's just a chain that works as a switch.
Okay, has it refilled?
Well, it's not like a toilet. It's not. I guess.
No.
triggered
I'm
by
literally
that.
just
It's
like, has it refilled or is it empty?
It didn't empty. It's just been the
It
same.
didn't rain in the place.
Oh, it didn't drain.
It was just a
No.
switch inside of a cauldron. So when you pulled the
Right.
chain, it activated a switch. Nothing changed about the cauldron.
Bollocks.
So in order to try and
Well, that
reset all
changes my
those
other idea.
things, Redeemer was thinking we undo one
go
of
pull-
them. Yeah, and then in order to open the door, Redeemer just has to do those things again.
Okay, you can try.
Redeemer's going to ask Max to come with, or somebody else, or Quinn perhaps. Maybe it's best for Quinn to come and assist, seeing as Max has been injured. I don't want to risk injury to Max further. Do you want
That's
to
fair.
assist? Yeah.
Sure
So, Keithana and Teras, seeing as, in fact, actually, it's best Max stays here because Max pointed out the audio in the first place. Teras, you were able to pick out the code if Quinn gives the code to Kathana. If Quinn wrote it down, and then Quinn can assist me.
Yeah, I'll hand over what I've written down, which is 6301.
Do you hand over the whole notebook?
It wasn't in my notebook. It very specifically was not in my notebook.
Oh. Anna doesn't see significance in this, but Tazzy is a little disappointed.
So, with the, I guess the basic, the first thing we should try, Quinn, is just lifting that arm off that pedestal, because that definitely gave us some audible click. So if you wish to try that and see if the door does anything.
Sure, I will lift the arm off of the pedestal.
Okay. Same thing. The platform just raises back up, and nothing really happens.
The door stays open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Regina will lift the heart out of the recessed, or attempt to, unless it's still jammed in there now.
Roll strength.
Rolls. Oh no! Come on. Ugh. I mean, it's typical, isn't it?
Look, at least you have a +4.
That's true.
You do not remove it. In fact, it almost seems like this is one solid piece. Like,
oh, it's like fused together. Yeah.
You can't even see a crease.
It lives here now.
Quinn,
does that
could
mean
you?
the dents have been repaired, or the dents not in the same spots?
No. So the sphere is made of obsidian. Johnny's not made of obsidian. The part that's dented is on Johnny's chest.
Poor guy.
Quinn, would you be able to come and give me a hand so we can try and perhaps I'm not strong enough by myself to pull this out, so that we can try.
I have an idea.
Sorry?
Are you in the room?
I'm yelling it from the doorway as I watch them.
What did you yell? I missed what you yelled.
I have an idea.
Go ahead, Teras, before we start trying to break
Pull the
this
chain.
apart. Yeah, sure. So Redeemer will just walk over and reach in to grab the chain and give it a yank.
Okay. Roll a Constitution and a Strength check.
Oh, that's a save and throw. Ignore that. Sorry. That one and that one. Oh God, come on. So 7 for strength and 14 for constitution.
Okay. So you do take some damage, and you don't necessarily pull it quite, but you still have a hold of it above the liquid. So take 1d4 of damage.
1d4 damage. When you want to roll high, you don't. When you don't want to roll high, you do.
Yeah.
All right, so I've still got hold of it, but it wasn't strong enough. Okay. Am I able to give it another go?
Yeah. Now that you're not like inside, you actually have leverage to just pull it. So give it another go.
Okay.
Point of order, I'm not sure if I said it. I will have put the back on the pedestal where it used to reside.
The arm.
Just
Okay.
to make sure that.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it just is click and stuff. Oh, I sorry, I didn't mean roll another strength. I just meant give it another go as in pull it. So.
Oh right. Okay.
You pull it, nothing happens.
Okay. So between that, the arm on the pedestal, and the inability to remove the centerpiece, it will not reset the room, and we can't hear the code. Then again, what were we even going to do with the code?
Hey, Keithana. Max, I think we should go back out there, because they can't get it to reset, and this other idea I have may break it, so we don't want to be separated.
Okay. Do I want to take the leg with us?
Yeah, I'll go back out there.
I'll leave the leg where it is.
I've collided with, quote, at least one wall. Oh, there we go.
I had the same problem I had, yeah. Some bad luck.
Okay, so it said to get the machine running, we needed to use Johnny's heart. Number 5 is a lie. Restore function to the machine. 5's heart is the key. But we need to figure out the rest of the functions that the machine is going to have. This thing has liquid in it. The liquid doesn't go anywhere.
I'm going to try gently wobbling the cauldron. How stuck is it?
It does not wobble. It is like affixed to the floor.
Okay.
In the previous room, there was that big battery-looking thing. Yeah, you said it was a battery. Did it have any recesses or like, my brain is like, should I be taking some of that liquid to somewhere else? That's what I'm asking.
So I guess with it basically looks like a big generator, essentially. Just it also has a built-in battery as a backup. So it has some buttons. There's like a kill switch, just that kind of stuff.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna go press a button. Because my other idea...
Should we come with?
I mean, that's up to you. But I'm literally gonna say, so that other thing in the room had buttons. I'm gonna go press the buttons. It's up to you where you guys want to be, but I'm gonna go press some buttons. And I'm gonna go into the next room. Again. And I'm gonna go up to it.
Okay, Thana, come.
Say that again, Tessie.
Kathana comes to the doorway to keep an eye on you. But I'm running into walls.
Yeah, ditto. BTT hates me. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and... Hello,
Okay,
IT? I'm gonna try and turn it off and on again.
There are 3 buttons on the front. One's red, one's orange, and one is purple. And then there's a lever, switch on the front as well.
First thing I'm gonna do is try the lever. Pull the lever, Krunk!
So you basically hear it power down, but you also hear a pop, and there's no more hum.
Oh.
Okay. Can I hear the rest of the numbers?
Yep.
Do I notice anything about oxygen levels?
Roll, I guess, investigation.
Investigation.
So with a 17, you notice that the air is getting thinner.
Fuck.
And you hear 6, 9, 3, 2, 0, 7, 1, 5, and it just keeps repeating. 6.
Does everybody
9,
hear it, or just me?
3, 2. Just anyone that's in this room hears it.
Okay. So
The room that Teras in?
Yeah, the room with the machiney thing. I am gonna yell it. I'm gonna stand at the doorway and yell it to Quinn because I know he's got pen and paper.
No, he handed them to
Quinn!
me.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he just
Yeah.
handed the paper to you.
Whatever, I'm typing it into Discord. What is it?
I'm going. It's in the VTT in the chat window. I'm gonna go stand at the doorway and yell to Quinn because I know he's got my brain hasn't. I have no idea that Tassie has his, the Keithana has stuff, so I'm gonna stand. Quinn. 693207115.
Wait, there's some numbers in there. Okay, yeah, all right. 693207115.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back in. And Keithana, have you said to me that the oxygen, the air is stopping?
Yes. Are they... how low? Like, do I know that it dropped because of the? I must. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have told you.
Okay, cool. So because of that, I'm going to do this a lot faster than I was going to do. So I'm just going to grab the lever and pull it again.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Fuck. What were the colors of the buttons?
One's red, one's orange, and one's purple.
Try purple. It's his favorite color.
Well, I was thinking red is stop, yellow is wait. So purple.
Nothing happens. There's no visible activity from, I guess, the system.
Button.
Can I
lever.
tell as a
So purple button lever.
type?
Nothing.
You guys gave the Chaos Demon the access to the thing. Red button lever.
Nothing.
Orange button lever.
Nothing.
Red, orange,
As a
purple
medical
lever.
vibe, can I tell how long we have oxygen-wise?
Do we notice that, Pi? Does my passive perception see what just happened on screen?
Well, so that should have happened when the pop went off, but yes,
Okay.
you would.
A door has opened in here.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, good. Because we're running out of oxygen.
Oh, that is definitely
I'm
a
gonna
big
go
problem for yourselves.
I'm gonna go backwards the other way. So did you say they were red, orange, purple?
Red, orange, purple. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go purple, orange, red, lever.
Nothing.
I am entering the room and I am
How
not keen on what I'm seeing.
how high is it? How
Are
high
those
is it?
fish?
How high is it? Hang on. How high is it? How high is it? How high is it? How high are the
is what?
buttons off the ground?
Oh, they're probably, I don't know. It's basically like a console. So if a normal person was standing there, it'd probably be up to like midriff, belly button.
How flexible is me? How flexible is me? Yeah, no, I can do this. I'm gonna stand on one leg, put my hands on the red and the purple, and my right foot on the orange all at once.
You win Twister, but nothing happens.
The what?
You
win
Twister.
Twister, but nothing happens.
The game
Okay.
with the mat on the floor.
Now that I've pressed all of them at once, I'm gonna yank it down. Oh no, did we just... Nope, we got Tazzy back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go out to
As
where the
I-
others are. Where are they?
Quinn
Yeah.
shouted that there's another room open. So we've
As-
all entered into that room.
Yeah, as I've heard that there is what we are apparently running out of oxygen. What impression is on this pedestal?
So this one is the left leg.
The left leg. I am throwing caution to the wind at this point. I am throwing in a key point, and I am using Step of the Wind to start running to the next room to get the other leg.
Okay. Which
And-
JMY unit are you taking it from?
The same one we've been using this entire time. There's not going to be much left of him by the time we're done.
Mhm.
Just a pull
Don't
apart.
you use more oxygen when you go when you exercise?
I mean, monk doing monk stuff probably doesn't
I'm
tend to
currently
Yeah,
using key.
like supreme focus.
That
Slow in
means
the heart
okay.
rate.
Roll
I don't know, like
roll a dex check to remove that leg.
With pleasure. How unfortunate. 10.
Oh, so that was going to be a 14 then.
Okay, so it is slightly damaged.
Were those bodies on the two
Yes.
tables?
So in this room, you basically see two tables and two bodies, and if you want, you can investigate the bodies. But there appears to be a tool set and a bone saw on the table. I guess
Yeah, I was-
across the room.
I was going
Anna's
to look at the
investigating.
table.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll medicine.
Oh, medicine. Okay.
That's fine.
Better than that one.
So
Oh. See them till I tab over.
yeah, so you
I know many.
you can tell that the bodies were not damaged anywhere except for the brain that was removed. So they've had their cranium
Both of them
cut.
had a room.
Yeah.
Okay. Were they human?
Yes. Well,
Were they dead before?
Sorry,
Oh.
sorry, not human. They were I guess water genazi.
I was going to say, it'd be like the first bunch of humans we've really seen, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah.
Were they dead at the point of cranium cutting?
I guess with it, they're so old you cannot tell.
Meaning it's been cut so long ago, or their age is so advanced?
They've basically been in here for so long. They're not quite, I guess, decayed, but they're also not, I guess, not completely decayed to skeletons, but not fresh enough for you to assess how long they've been, or if they were alive when it happened.
Have any modifications been done to them? Is there evidence that they are attempting modification?
No other, like they look like they were basically untouched, other than having their brain removed.
Missing the brains. Do I see the brains anywhere? In a jar,
The
perhaps?
brains are not present.
Okay. I cover them back over and let everyone know what I saw under there, but I don't want them. I don't want to gross them out. Like, they're welcome to look, but I don't want them to have to see it.
Right.
Whilst this is going on,
I'm
left
gonna
leg's on the pedestal.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for brains. Maybe they were put into a JY unit, whatever. I'm just like
Red, I think you're
gonna be
muted.
keeping an eye out for
Well,
brains.
shit, that explains so much.
Yeah, we're
Someone
not
put that
ignoring
in
you.
chat.
That's a red mute, definitely.
That is the red meat.
I did wonder. I saw you motioning, and I was like, I'm sure it's fine. And then just now, it's very obvious you were talking to us.
Hi, yes, hello. I would like to search the same thing that Tazzy did, looking at all of the stuff to see if I recognize it from anything that we have done to date. Remembering
Okay.
the whole red eye bollocks, is it even remotely similar to what we saw with where we found Galahad?
Okay. It is not. This seems to be something completely new. Redeemer, do a perception check.
Yeah. So my rolls today.
Can I guide you? Or is it too late?
Beforehand.
Yeah,
to do
that's
it
it's
beforehand,
too late.
It's too
But
late for that.
that's fine. Nine's fine. So you do see a panel across the room, but you can't quite tell what it is.
Which direction? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it to.
No,
Oh,
you're
that's
okay.
fine. There we go.
Okay. Redeemer will walk over to the panel and attempt to see if they can see it better up close.
Okay. So it looks like basically like a screen with a keypad, but it currently has no power.
Hmm. The keypad, does it have numbers on it?
Yes.
Teras, that number sequence you heard probably needs to be entered into this control panel. However, there is no power. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do about the power. Oxygen is running low. That's not a problem for me, but for the rest of you, that could be.
Can
very
I
bad.
suggest, given that you know a little bit more about machines and stuff, that maybe you go and have a look at the generator in the room before?
I was going to suggest I was going to ask you what you did in that room because I was not there.
I pulled the lever.
You pulled the lever. Okay, what else was on the machine?
Well, there's 3 buttons. There's a red button, a yellow button, and a purple button. Sorry, an orange button. Red, orange, purple. I have tried pressing the red and then the lever, and then the orange and then the lever, and then the purple and then the lever, and then all 3 of them at once and then the lever, and nothing else has happened. But the thing that made the door open was pulling the lever, but that also turned the machine off.
Okay. Quinn, did you notice anything happen when you put the leg down? Or was that why I can see the panel? Did I miss that?
Well, button depressed, I didn't... Well, did I notice anything with my passive perception of 13?
Or when, I guess, when the button was pressed on the I guess, battery or generator?
No, when the leg got put down in this room.
The leg down.
The left leg.
Oh, no, it just did the same thing as the other ones, just a click and it rested in it, I guess, the recess.
Okay.
Alright, Regime will just walk into the main room. Are all the other doors still closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2 doors.
No problem. Then the Regime will go back to the machine. Max is coming with a Max Redeemer Buddy Cops. Redeemer will try and look at the machine, see if there's anything else perhaps that Teras missed, or is it just Redeemer just see the same things? We'll also look around the room just in case another console of some kind disappeared.
So roll investigation with advantage.
Okay. What happened there? Okay.
Okay. So you can see, I guess, towards the bottom, there seems to be like, I guess, essentially fuses, and one of them is just like cracked. The glass casing is just completely, I guess, demolished.
Right. There were parts in these boxes over here. If I remember rightly, so Redeemer will look. Will take the fuse. Can I remove the fuse in the broken one?
It is shattered. However, there are 3 more, and they are not.
Okay. Do they all look identical?
Yes.
Okay. I should be able to remember what they look like just walking across the room. So Redeemer will walk across the room and check to see if the boxes contain anything that I can replace the broken one with.
Okay. Which box are you checking?
Whatever one is at the top or has been opened recently, because I know the others had looked through some of the boxes. So, is it safe to assume this box? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. So roll, I guess, investigation.
Mm-hmm. My best roll all day.
There you go. So in that crate, you actually find that there's a false bottom, and in the false bottom, there are fuses.
Oh, excellent! And they match the description.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take out 2 or 3 just in case. I won't take out all of them, or if there is more, I'll just take out a couple. And walk across the room to attempt to replace them. I'll ask Maximilian to give me a hand by handing him the others, or to hold on to, and just like a dad with a kid almost.
Just to be clear, I'm not there. I'm only there for the VTT on the stream.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, you're fine. So Max is like, so you're I think you're younger than me, but if you could show me this, that'd be cool, because I didn't really have my dad around for a bit.
Well, you see, at the bottom
Max
here,
is a couple 100 years old.
Yeah,
but not familiar with tech either. So that's the other thing. So
he's holding the flashlight.
He's holding the flashlight. It's great. So yeah, it looks like when I believe Teras might have caused this when they activated the machine or tried to turn off the machine. It blew a fuse. So we're going to attempt to replace that in the hopes that the machine will come back on. If it doesn't, I think me and you will both be okay, Max. I think you'll suffer, but the others, they're done. They need this air to breathe. We need to try and get this machine on as quick as possible. I'll be fine, but we need to be quick. So I'll attempt to remove the broken fuse. And replace the other one, if possible.
Okay.
No pressure, though.
roll, roll dexterity.
Oh god. Most dexterity. Oh. Suddenly very dexterous. Weak as hell, but dexterous.
So you managed to get all of the glass bits out and replace the blown fuse.
That's the dad roll right there, because you're showing someone how to do something.
Exactly. There you go. So once I did that, has the machine come back on automatically?
It does not come back on automatically.
Okay. The lever, is it one of those levers that you pull down and it goes back up, or is it like an on-off kind of lever?
It's like an on-off.
Okay, I'll push it up the opposite direction, which I believe is to be on.
Well, it's currently on.
Oh, it is on already. Okay. Any flashing lights? Any indication that it's running?
Nothing yet.
Okay. I'll shout to the others, or I'll attempt to. Teras, Quinn, anyone who can hear me, that control panel in that room, has it come on?
Has it come on?
It has not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Right. Redeemer will. Do any of the buttons have any indication of what they might do on the front of this machine?
It's just red, orange, purple lever.
Okay. Red, orange, purple lever, and a bunch of fuses. So we've replaced the fuses, and this machine is already set to on. Okay. What if I turn it off, move the lever to be off and then on?
I mean, have you tried powering it off and powering it back on?
I haven't, so that's what I'm going to try. Turn the lever off and then back on again.
Okay. So it basically lights back up. You much
this
like
is what you
when
get for IT guys that play
all of much like when your power goes out in your house, like where everything just stops and there's like no airflow or anything, you start to feel that airflow again, and you hear the hum from the I guess machine out in the main chamber.
Yell out, air's back.
But you also hear a click.
Nice. Okay. Excellent. Redeemer will pat Maximilian on the shoulder. Thanks for the help, Max. Let's get back to the others.
You did good.
Oh,
son.
yeah. Anytime.
That'll do, Frog. That'll do.
Oh man, amazing. And when Redeemer gets in a room and notices the other door open, another room, another door has opened. But is there anything on that control panel, Quinn?
Is there anything on the control panel?
So the control panel is lit up and it just says awaiting input.
Do we want to punch in the numbers that we have heard?
Let's go look at that last room first.
Whoa. Okay, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. I vote now.
Are we going to consider that the plaque says number 5 is a lie, and there is a 5 in the code?
That's actually very clever, and I never thought of that.
That's a good point.
I'm leaning very heavily on the fact that my wisdom is high here. This is not an intelligence thing, this is a wisdom thing in my mind.
I thought number 5 meant Johnny.
But who knows?
I mean, if number 5 was a lie, but 5's heart is the key, and we've been using 5's heart as the key.
Could just assume that all 5s are a lie.
Let's go check the other room and on it some more.
Okay.
I think we should check the other room as well and leave the code entering until we've at least had a look around. It costs us nothing, and we now have plenty of air for you lot.
I am very dejectedly and extremely disappointed following without inputting the code.
Ooh. Gears. I'm immediately looking at this pedestal to see what's missing.
Oh, there's some poo on the floor up there.
I want to know what that is.
So first, Kithana, the pedestal shows what appears to be the torso and the head of a JNY unit.
Oh, charming.
Well,
Or
that's all that's
Johnny.
left, isn't it?
No, there's still a
It's
right
the
arm.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
That's the last room. All right. I go back. I take off the right arm. I bring the rest of it over here.
I found a lever.
Can you manage
course.
the
From
the
which
torso and head?
I'm full size, not
Johnny
small.
unit?
The same one.
Okay.
No need to cannibalize multiples.
Yeah, it was less about your size, more about your strength. I don't know what your strength is, so I assume it's
Good
okay.
question.
If you've got good strength, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
0.
And you said that
If you need strong, you have me. It's my job.
you said that you're
Okay.
putting it on the pedestal.
Yes, I'm doing exactly what I've done several times before.
Okay. So you place it
I
on the
don't know
pedestal.
if anybody heard me, but I pointed out that I found a lever in the floor.
Yeah, I'm nervous about you finding a lever, but based on last time. But I'm putting a torso on this pedestal first, and then coming to deal with you.
Okay. So you place it on the pedestal, and nothing happens.
It does not click and depress.
It does not click and depress.
Didn't you
Guys,
say it was a
this one's not
torso
working.
and? Did you get the and or just the torso?
I got everything. Yeah, I got head and torso.
Redeemer will ask Max to assist him in looking through these boxes, just in case there is anything of interest in these boxes in the corner of the room.
All right, yeah. Let's go through them.
And
You never know.
He's
Nervous. Go ahead. Sorry.
So he's digging through, and it's basically just all spoiled food.
Right. So how many? That's like
Does
6
Kathana
crates of
notice?
spoiled food.
And like as soon as you open the first crate, it's just a like rank smell.
Oh, put that away. I have
not-
plenty of food.
Like when you find a refrigerator that's been used and you open it and it's just that like no one's touched it for years kind of thing. Like just leave it out in the woods.
Time at which I really don't want the keen smell trait.
Right. Exactly.
Hey guys, don't eat this.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So my question
Was
is,
not
what
planning on-
is the liquid on the floor? I'm gonna view it through the HUD.
I'm coming over to you.
And what is
I
So
think
it-
that
what is the and
It
then I'm
needs
gonna
to be-
I'm gonna look at the liquid on the floor, the lever above me, and the cog machiney thing, and I'm gonna do it all through the Chrono Finder HUD.
Okay. So you I guess roll perception with advantage for the liquid.
am I touching you? I can give you guidance if you want. I'm close enough to touch.
I have
Nice.
rolled 2 nat 20s
You're good.
and 2 nat 1s tonight.
Okay. So it appears to be the same liquid that's at the bottom of the cauldron in the main antechamber.
At the bottom of the cauldron, so
Mm.
not the liquid on the top that's caustic, but like the mercury stuff that you were describing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And the machine and the lever.
So you can't quite assess what it does, but you know that pulling that lever will probably kick it into action.
Does it seem connected to the pipe?
It does not seem obvious to you on that.
Okay. When I was looking at that liquid, did the Chrono Finder tell me any detail about it? Like when we were looking at the remains of the thing that we killed with the soft serve the other week.
with
told me
it-
about the
Okay.
inorganic and the DNA stuff that was an inorganic form of DNA.
Right. So because you rolled a 23 or a 20 and got a 23, you can tell that this is some sort of liquid metal, but it's not the same like DNA kind of, I guess, inorganic matter that the other thing that you saw had.
Yeah. So I'm specifically considering the shape shifting thing that was doing. So yeah. Okay. Can I have we got anything on us that we can take a sample? We should have an empty Merlin jar somewhere. Because we've used one. I'm gonna take an empty
Why don't they
Merlin.
just
I want to
were
take
they
an
just
empty Merlin.
cups and the fluids just stayed in there until you drank it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they were really special
Yeah.
cups.
I'm gonna take an empty cup and get a sample because I want to take it to Grantech.
Okay. So when you move the cup towards the liquid, the cup actually flips upside down and fills with the liquid. Roll strength.
$14.
Okay. You almost lose your grip on it, but you manage to hold it. It weighs almost 50 pounds. It is
What's 50 pounds?
massively dense.
20 kilos.
It would be like
It's a
about
suitcase
20, 23, 22 kilos, I think.
It's suitcase weight limit.
My chainmail
For
weighs 55 pounds for comparison.
But it's like a small cup. It's like,
Hmm.
you know,
Super dense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was just trying to work because I can't imagine in pounds, but I can imagine in kilos, so that's fine. Thank you.
What about stones?
No.
Okay.
I can kind of like I have an idea of 8 stone, but I wouldn't have a clue what 1 is worth.
Yeah.
Go figure. But yeah, so I'm really tempted to pull the lever. Can I pull the lever yet?
Not yet. We don't know what it'll do.
We haven't known what anything would
May
do.
I? Yeah,
has
but
a
the
point.
last it cut off our air, and now I'm nervous that that's still a possibility. I hadn't thought it was a possibility before, and now I know that it is a possibility.
Well,
What's
maybe
up with this pedestal? Like, it worked in all the other ones.
But it didn't click. Yeah, I'm wondering if we have to do something before it'll work.
well,
I'm thinking
The-
it needs to be Johnny 5.
the
I don't.
pedestal didn't work in the room with the bodies because there was no power. So there was a prerequisite for the pedestal to be able to activate anything. This room, it stands to
Didn't
reason
it? I
this
thought
room
it-
is very similar.
No, it was the.
It
Wasn't
didn't
it just
click in the
panel?
body.
The other one that Quinn placed the leg on, left leg on, I believe, did not activate and open this door until we reactivated the power in the other machine. If you're worried that what Teras is going to do is going to interfere with the power, or perhaps cause anything else to stop working, then I would recommend one of us go stand in the center room or even in the room with the power generator. All I did was replace the fuses. Max, do you still have the other spare fuses on you?
No, you didn't give them to me. I just watched you.
Oh, I must have left them on the floor in the other room. Well, that's fine. That works because then they're just available in there. So
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
that's okay, Max.
You definitely need them.
We fixed the generator in the other room. So worst case, if it breaks that generator, somebody can just do what I did, assuming that it causes the same problem. I don't think it will.
Well, on that note,
It's just a thought.
why don't we take a break? Given that we've got ads about to start. And this is kind of a perfect moment. We have a minor cliffhanger to find out what's going to happen when we pull this lever and who's going to go and wait outside and who isn't. So take this opportunity while the ads play to get yourself a fresh drink, have a bit of a stretch, take your meds if it's time for meds, and we'll be back in just a moment. Hi everybody. Shall we find out what happens with the thing? Pi, handy back to you.
Back to me, and then back to Teras, who wanted to pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Right.
Who was going out to do the thing? I'm not pulling the lever until people decide. I'm not quite that chaos. I am a team player.
Well, it makes sense. I fixed the machine last time. I'll go stand out there ready. Max, you're welcome to join me, but it's also maybe they need your help in here. It's up to you.
No, I'll accompany you. I mean, we did such
Buddy
a good job
system.
last time, so
We did.
Buddy system's a good idea. Everybody in pairs.
Yeah, we'll just sort of stand here in the middle of the room. We won't go anywhere. Plus, also then we can monitor the doors. So we're ready whenever you are.
Okay. I reach out and I pull the lever. Boom.
Okay.
What do I notice
So,
about the oxygen situation?
nothing changes with the oxygen, but liquid starts to come out of this pipe
Fuck.
and is filling up.
And any of the cogs moving yet?
It is.
Yeah, the cogs started moving, and then it's just basically pumping that liquid into this room.
Has there been a click with the pedestal?
There has not been a click with the pedestal.
I have an idea. And I run out of the room.
Is the idea to put it back?
Mm-mm.
I called defeatedly after you.
I run into the
Redeemer,
last
as
room
you run in,
with the keypad.
so Redeemer's like, did it work? And I'm watching you go by and just like...
The liquid metal stuff is coming out of the pipe, and I'm gonna do the buttons.
Oh, okay, I'll continue to wait here.
So I go to the keypad, and I'm gonna put everything except the 5 in. So I am gonna press 6932071.
Okay. And it beeps like, and then it just shows like a red light, and then goes back to input.
693207115.
Okay. You get a chime that's ding, and then it lights up green, and you hear a click. And Redeemer and Max see that the other room has opened.
Hey, everyone, the room has opened. I can see Quinn from here. Quinn, is that liquid still pouring out? If it is, I'd recommend turning off that lever.
Is the liquid still pouring out?
It is.
Can you get to the lever?
I'm certainly going to try to get over to the lever. Can I get to it?
I'm right
it
here.
is like massive amounts of liquid. So roll, I guess, strength and dexterity. Strength to make sure that you don't go back, and dexterity to make sure that you can actually get to it and pull the lever.
Both of us or just him?
Whoever's doing it.
This would be where you could guide him.
I'm just... Okay, I'm guiding. But I'm just standing there.
Oh,
Guiding.
just strength and dex, right? No saving throws.
It would just be a check, yeah, because it's not something that is happening to you without you intervening. So
Do I roll
Okay.
the d4 or do you roll?
I will
He does.
need to roll a d4.
Okay.
Check.
So yeah, you get across the room. You I guess switch the lever back off, and the liquid comes to a slow, I guess, pour and then stops.
Maybe I missed it, or I've just, for some reason, evacuated it from my brain. Were the cogs moving at any point?
Yes.
Are they
While the
still, now
liquid
that
was
he's
coming
turned now that the lever's been pulled again, are they still moving?
They moved to, I guess, turn off, and then they stopped.
All right, okay. Sorry, I just couldn't remember what the cogs were doing for some reason. Just one of them moments, wasn't it? Quinn, are you okay? Redeemer will tentatively walk towards the door.
Yeah, can I get back to the door?
Yes, yeah, it stopped the flow. The flow was the whole reason why you had to do strength, and then dexterity, because of the liquid, was to make sure that you could hold on to it while turning it off without it slipping. So,
cool, good to know.
Any luck in there, Quinn? Did it work? It doesn't sound like the cogs are moving.
No, everything is undone.
Excellent work. And Redeemer will also pat Quinn on the back.
No pats on the back for Teras for figuring it the fuck out, but sure.
I mean,
Teras you did just
almost
try and flood a room with liquid metal.
Teras has caused several problems today.
And Teras also cut off everybody's oxygen supply.
Teras has opened 3 fucking doors, thank you very much. 3 doors. 3.
I mean,
still trying to kill us.
Technically, he didn't.
If
Technically.
I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman?
Are frogs still appearing in plays, or has he that problem?
They're not appearing here.
I love the possibility. Just like the town.
We're introducing a non-native species. This did not go well for Australia when that happened. I'm just gonna
didn't Pi say at the beginning that they looked like they were native to the space? So the frogs that were the frogs that are appearing are the ones that are native to the area. They're not completely invasive. It's not like cane toads.
I mean, electric frogs are not native to this. So,
and I don't think Alistair's native to anywhere, really.
Alistair is amazing.
Yes, but
and Alistair is coming back with us.
I'm not saying otherwise, but I wouldn't call him native to anywhere.
Alistair, the 3-story riding frog. I need to figure out how the fuck to draw him. Jesus.
So Keithana
need to figure out how to protect him and get him back through the portal.
Already have.
Keithana walks into the room and it's a library.
I used the chronofinder when we had our short rest, and I keyed the chronofinder to Max and Alistair.
Cool.
It was the hint from Audrey about we had everything that we needed.
I'm checking these books. What's the vibe? Is it like a tech library? Is it like a fun library? Are they
so there appear to be I guess medical journals and translation books, and then just I guess your run-of-the-mill medical I guess medical and technical I guess research books.
Do they seem to be like well thumbed at the point of brain removal? Is that what's going on here?
They look like they've been read, but they're not like, I guess, in bad shape. So.
No. I mean, like, do they seem to be like bookmarked and extra stained at the pages that might give someone hints about how to remove brains?
Oh, no, but you do see some that point to surgery and I guess other similar, I guess, topics.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go look at this pedestal. I'm assuming it needs the other arm.
Yep. It is the right arm.
Okay. I go get the right arm and put it on the pedestal.
Redeemer will look around the room and see if there's any other consoles or technology in the room. Like we've seen in some of the other rooms, this seems the least techy room, I suppose. is Redeemer's thought there.
I am going to look for some specific books, and I have DM'd you what Teras is looking for.
Oh, that's a good point. Are there any that would further my medical education?
I mean, probably most of them. Like, the surgery stuff would probably be really good for, like, learning anatomy and how to maybe regrow limbs for a certain frog.
Oh, that's true.
Splice
Can
lizard
I-
tail DNA on it.
Can I take the 5 most useful books in terms of...
When you say useful, what type are you looking for?
I'm looking for books that will basically help me be a better medical practitioner to this specific team of beings.
Okay.
So things on frog
so-
anatomy or elephant ear, I don't know, whatever.
There doesn't seem to be anything specific for, I guess, any of your races. It seems mostly focused around satyrs, genasi, but it's a very small, I guess, section for, I guess, medical. Almost everything else is like academic or like language or like logic, and then there's almost 2 whole, I guess, bookshelves of nothing but technical like books, schematics for certain models of I guess parts and stuff. So
are any of the technical ones, do they seem like they'll give me information on how to fix Redeemer should it become necessary?
there is how to fix your automaton for dummies, but nothing that really points specifically to Redeemer.
Okay, I'm betting that if it's anything minor enough to be in the dummies book, Redeemer isn't hurt badly enough that I need to do the fixing or that I couldn't ask them. I'm thinking, if Redeemer is incapacitated and I can't say, how can I fix you? That's what I want, and that's not going to be in a For Dummies book. I'm going to take some, like, general anatomy books.
Okay. So you get All About Brains 3rd edition.
Hold on, I'm typing this.
3rd edition. Love it.
Brains 3rd edition.
Definitely don't
Okay.
want the 1st edition of that book.
The tibia is quite handy.
Okay.
I'm
love
all
you, Kai.
ears, and and the how many is that?
That's 3.
3? Okay. And then
2 more puns.
let's see. We got
Whoop.
Too much pressure now.
yeah, no.
Thing when
let's
can someone
do-
write down the book titles? Because I don't know if it's saved. It just said we rolled a 1 on our API check. Try again after a short rest. Hold on, let me type that into Discord.
Try.
Oh. 3rd edition.
I mean, if you want, just write down the timestamp,
That'll work.
and I'll fish it out of the VOD for you.
Okay. I've lost. Where do they put the time? Oh, it's at the top. 3:20. Okay. So, what were the
Okay.
last 2 books?
Dunkel's Guide to Removing Brains Without Injuring Patient.
Fine.
And Dinkel's Guide to Putting the Brain Back in.
Okay.
Might need that one.
Just for fun, I now have error 503 backend unavailable. Gonna keep refreshing and see what happens.
Is this on Foundry or is this
D&D.
in D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
It's having a night, hey, because Way had problems before stream.
Yeah, that was a weird one because I definitely.
You're
tried
not
the-
logged in,
the same
except you are.
logins. Yeah, it was really weird. Like, it's...
Can we just quickly take a moment to give Pi a round of applause for those puns coming straight off the top of his dome?
They were so good.
You are
A
amazing,
round
sir.
of
High is talent.
Mm-hmm.
That should be on a merch. That should be merch. High is talent.
I might be loading. Nope. Hold a 1. Okay.
Try a control refresh.
Nah, clear that cache.
Interesting. What is that?
It's a cache clear refresh.
Wait. Do I hold control and click the little spinny button?
That can work. Yeah.
Okay.
Could also load dev tools and then click and hold on the.
Nope.
We're not
503
telling
backend
Tazzy how to
unavailable.
do that. That's like giving a toddler a gun. Let's not.
There are times in Chrome where I've clicked something and like a panel pops up with code and I'm like, I am simply not qualified for this. I'm closing the whole window and starting again. I'm not allowed to see these things.
Amazing.
I
Okay,
fucking
anyway,
love
so I
you.
have these.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
So
Pi, I DM'd you a thing. I don't know if they're separate to the thing.
I forgot the answer. Did the leg work? Arm?
the arm did, yes.
So it went
Arm.
click.
It worked. This one worked. Okay.
Oh wait, does that mean then
So-
we can finally leave the room?
So some did, some didn't. Fascinating.
Troy also backs away slowly when the inspect webpage thing happens. I can't say I do. I look at it and I'm like, fuck off, not now, not what I wanted.
The thing is, it shows, and I never know what I've clicked to make it show up, so it just shows up sometimes, and I'm immediately like, this is information I can't have. You have given a toddler a gun. I can't have this information. I'm putting the gun down. No.
It's funny because I have to. I like use that as part of my job. So hearing people like be like,
Freak out when I see it,
almost
yeah.
scared of it, yeah, freaking out of it. It's like,
Mine is just an
that's-
annoyance.
that's my everyday-
It's taking up part of my
that's like my
screen, and I
everyday.
don't want it. But with that
If
said,
it
I
helps
was
you-
playing Sims yesterday, and I was like, "This is broken. Everything's broken. Oh look, a last exception!" And I brought out that last exception and was reading through all the text in the last exception, going, "Okay, what's broken?" And figured out what was broken, and then figured out how to fix it. But I have a corrupt save. Yay!
If
My
it helps you
my 2-year-old family
rever-
corrupt.
reverse the mentality, if you were suddenly put in front of a room full of kindergartners,
He'd be fine. He's a dad. He's done it. He's at birthday parties.
also, I'm pretty good with kids for the most part. So
that's
always have
good.
been, really.
My mom does not like large groups of children. She, and I quote, hates children, end quote.
I
I
couldn't
mean,
manage it for long periods
like-
of time. Just to be clear, like we're talking like a one-off situation. I could probably be okay all day, every day. No.
Like entirely confusingly, I'm great. I do fine. You put me in an event with hundreds of kids, and I'm completely and utterly fine. And everyone goes, "Don't work with children or animals," and I'm like, I'm fine. Like I'm fine. But everyone goes, "You just don't have the you would do terrible with the kids," and I'm like, yeah, cool. I work with kids. What's your point? But how we going?
Oh, whoa! Hold on.
Speaking of kids,
Do we have a dog? I'm pretty sure that's the dog.
I thought I heard barking. Yeah.
look.
That
They're
was
fluffy.
both of my dogs trying to fight through a gate, and
Oh
Yep.
dear.
Yeah.
One for Way's cat. Do we have one for Pie's dogs?
No, we don't, because Pie normally doesn't have the dogs anywhere near.
Mm.
Mm.
Woof woof. Should have an exclamation mark woof command.
All right. So you guys, I guess, got all of the parts on the pedestals. The head and the torso didn't show any movement. And that's basically where you're at.
The head and the torso didn't. I thought you said it went click
I thought it opened this
after
door.
we did the buttons.
No, this door. Sorry, this door. Okay,
Which door?
this one.
That
Opened because of the.
The code, yeah, that's
Code,
right.
yep.
Yeah. So the head and torso haven't done anything yet.
Head and torso and the left leg haven't done anything.
Oh,
Well,
left
Well,
leg
the left
did,
leg went click.
and opened the top
Yeah.
right.
You were all telling me it didn't.
No, it did.
clicked.
The reason it didn't originally is because there was no power. Once we fixed the power situation and the oxygen situation, the left leg made the click happen.
So the only thing that hasn't clicked is the head and torso.
The head and torso in the
Yes.
top right room.
And we
Yeah.
still can't get out of this room. So after the right arm clicked, the bottom door did not open, right? Because I went down that way.
Right. Nothing has happened other than it just went into its
So
fitting
now
and
that
clicked.
now that we've had the click from the room at the top with the books, can we go back into that room and like lift and put down again the head and torso?
Yeah, you can give it a try.
Does someone want to give
Who's
me a
gonna do
hand,
it?
or shall I wild shape and do a heavy thing?
I could do it if you like. That's not a problem. Plus, the liquid metal might not bother me as much as the others if it were to touch me. I don't know.
I feel like
But either way, yeah.
if you're gonna have an argument about the liquid metal being like or like caustic stuff, it would probably be best off to be tanked by me, because when I unwild shape, the damage is undone.
Well, that's fine. We can do that if you
The
want.
top that was caustic and not the bottom part of the.
Hmm.
And this is the bottom part of the liquid.
This is the bottom part of it.
Yeah, I thought the
And I
bottom part of the liquid
thought
wasn't
it
a
was
problem
caustic.
for me.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I'm sitting here like, I have this really cool idea, and it is either going to result in getting out of the room or a TPK.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Motion attached to Kathana.
So,
Do it.
sure, Redeemer makes way for Teras to pick up the torso and head if you want.
Yeah,
Or do you want
sure.
me to-
I
pick
don't
it
mind. If you want to try first, we can. Like, I don't know how
Yeah.
much liquid is in the room yet. Is there Pie? What's the damage in here?
It's probably up
think
to
it was a struggle.
your shins. So
I think the only reason the liquid was a struggle before was because of the force coming out of the pipe. The
Right.
liquid itself isn't the problem. It was the force.
I mean,
Re-
it's still a heavy liquid. It's just it's not going to.
Is this
I
room
guess
sunken
keep you from
slightly
thinking-
from the other rooms, or is it leaking out the corridor?
It is basically spreading, and it's just, I guess, up to a certain point, and then it just stops because it's, I guess, filled up. So, like at its deepest point, it is up to your shins. At its lowest point, it's probably soaking your shoes a little bit. So
When we're walking through it, are we noticing any issues? Especially Redeemer with his metal is not causing any problems with his feet.
it is not causing any issues with your feet. It is coating whatever you have submerged into it.
It's not solidifying, it's just like a layer of liquid on top.
Which arm did you use for your to like reach into the other one?
My
the
right.
cauldron.
My right arm.
Okay. So do just a perception check.
Okay.
That was a roller
Okay.
coaster.
So the part that basically got cut off from the, I guess, phase crystal you can see that it's mostly back instead of being absent from your hand.
Oh, okay. That is strange. I was going to ask Grentek to fix that.
I have a character sheet again.
Welcome back.
The liquid metal has helped D&D Beyond as well.
I'll pick up the head and the torso, but I will remark to Teras that it seems like my hand has started to repair from where I lost a layer of metal. I
have an idea.
Will it fix Max?
That was one of my ideas, but my other idea was, hey, Max! 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 Majesty,
yeah.
sir!
Like, comes to the door, he's like, what's up?
Sticky hand in the liquid.
Why?
Expose your open wound to mercury.
I grab Redeemer's arm, and I say, "Look, it fixed Redeemer. It might fix you."
Are we sure it was the liquid metal?
I'm
sure?
I'm not metal. You know that, right? I just play it sometimes.
So you said my hand has started to heal.
Yeah.
But not completely yet, right?
Basically, it's like you have like a when you get like a, I don't know, like a blister or something, and then it gets removed, and you have that new, I guess, layer
Shiny
of
skin. Yeah.
It's like that. So
Okay.
it's actually shinier than the rest of your hand.
Looks newer. Yeah. Okay. Great. Just wanted to make sure.
Do you want me to figure out? Do you want me to test my idea? Shall I test my idea?
First, before we do that, Teras, Redeemer will pick up the head and torso and then pop it down again.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Teras, I'm gonna leave the room while you go wild. So.
It's not for in
Redeemer
here,
kind of just...
and I'm going to go back into the other room.
Once you get back in the room, Redeemer will just step back into this room. And then Redeemer will kind of move Max behind him. Redeemer will kind of just shift Max to be just a little bit behind him. So that
Ready?
we're sort of covered there.
You ready? I don't know if this is gonna work. You know that cup of liquid?
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna pour it on the sphere.
On Johnny.
No, on the sphere.
Okay. So you pour it on the sphere, and it basically just
only a little bit, not all of it.
It's almost like oleophobic material where you put like a bead of water on it, it just rolls right off. It's that.
Now I'm gonna go and take it to Johnny. And put a little bit in Johnny.
Okay. Where are you putting it?
Where his heart was.
Okay. So you see the parts that got, bent from the sphere removal. Starts to, look more like it was prior to the sphere removal.
Yep. If only it wasn't so heavy. We could absolutely do with keeping some of this for Redeemer all of the time. What are we missing?
The control panel, once you activated the code, was that all it did? It didn't.
It chimed happily.
Anything else? It didn't change to anything else.
Is the machine in here doing anything different, by the way? Like, if I look at it with my HUD again, has anything changed?
The
thing on the left
machine?
next to Johnny 1.
Oh, gotcha. Roll perception with advantage.
That
Okay,
would be an 18.
so this time it actually gives you a read, and it says that it's an oxygen concentrator, and it just shows that it's working, and it shows how many power faults it's had, which is 2.
2. We've only had 1. Does it tell me when the last when the power faults were?
It does not. It just lists power faults 2.
Pi.
Mm-hmm.
The sphere that's in the middle of the room came from who?
Johnny 5.
Johnny 5. Yep.
So the head and torso that are in the top right room, that torso has a sphere still, right?
No. So all of the other ones don't have the sphere.
Oh, interesting. Do we know why? Do we know what that sphere is? Aside from apparently
only from the
key.
Translation.
Right.
The other Johnny units don't actually have that recess in their chests, do they?
No, it's just
Yeah,
flat.
it's just Johnny 5.
Number 5 is a lie. Restore function to the machine. 5's heart is the key. We put the heart into the sphere recess.
We've restored function to the machine after turning it off. So what does number 5 is a lie refer to?
I feel like we have
The
to do
fifth door?
something with this liquid metal.
What's with the brains, though?
Yeah,
I
there
think
seems
that's something
be-
we're going to find out later. I don't think that's related to getting out of this room.
Hmm.
That seems to be like the function of this workshop, based on the library. Or a side project of the owner of this workshop. I think that whoever's doing it is looking for a better way to integrate not human, but like mortal carbon-based beings and machines. I wonder if by number 5 is a lie, they mean that like that thing that says, or that give us the outline of head and torso, that's what's lying. Like that is the 5th space, because we got this middle one, we got 3 others, that's a total of 4, and that would be the 5th. Even though it wasn't sequentially the 5th room that we opened, it might still be number 5.
Could be.
Because the
What
sign
if-
can't have predicted what order we get to them in.
What if we
wanna
took
try? Go ahead.
what if we took Johnny into the room with the
Liquid.
yeah.
Okay.
Are you
And
thinking
just
we can try and
put
repair
him
Johnny with the
entirely
liquid?
in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, soak him in the liquid, see what happens. And why does he have a heart and the others don't?
What we need to do is find Stephanie.
Who's Stephanie?
It's a quote.
Note to
from the
self: we
movie.
need to watch Short Circuit in the lair. Tazzy has to be
Oh.
present.
I
Johnny
assumed
5
this was
is a
character-
robot who is struck by lightning and gets sentience. And becomes artificial intelligence.
I went this time. I just didn't remember. I thought Stephanie was a character we've met that I've forgotten. Which
No,
No.
Let's be
Stephanie
really up-
is who Johnny 5 stays with.
From-
Reassemble Stephanie.
never mind. So genuinely find Stephanie is not actually going to help us. Okay.
No.
I'm open to placing
And
J and
Caitlin
Y.
knows a lot of
Okay.
things, but Tazzy don't know shit.
Okay, so
Okay,
are
I
you-
figure that Johnny's going to take a couple of us to move.
Yeah.
Nah, I can do it.
Do you want Barris?
Okay.
You can have Barris.
Can Barris get through that doorway?
Okay, that's a really good point, actually. We keep running into the walls and we're only 1 square, you're 4.
That's a point. Can Barris get through the corridor to the room?
Barris would not be able to fit.
Then in that case, no, I'm not going to change into Barris.
Redeemer will weigh up or measure up how big JNY5 is and attempt to lift the little robot.
I would say
or drag it along, one or the other.
Probably weighs about around 200 pounds, give or take.
Do you have any lightning spells?
How much can 18 strength lift?
90 kilos.
but
Okay,
that's
thank
a-
you.
It's a 2-person lift, I think. I'm happy to assist.
Anything
He's got
over
the,
32 is a 2-person lift. Whoops, sorry, everybody.
He's got the two people lift like caution thing on his treads.
I can put him to sleep. I can motivationally speech you.
Yeah, me and is Quinn the next strongest then? By default.
Oh, that doesn't actually help you.
Quinn's a monk.
I have,
He's dexterous, not
I have a
strength based.
strength of 12.
That's
Oh,
why I
you're
was
better than me.
asking. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
My strength is 0. Well, 10, but 0.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. That's why I wanted Quinn to
So-
help me with the strength related task.
That was
earlier.
why I was
assumed-
like
Quinn was
strong
stronger.
bear. But no.
Okay, me and Quinn will together attempt to lift JNY5. Although 200 pounds, I'm pretty sure strength 18 should be able to manage that.
Yeah.
Like
You guys
easily.
lift him and take him to the room. I'm just gonna grab all of you guys.
I would encourage Mac.
and
Otherwise,
just move all at once. Okay. And did you put the head and torso back on the pedestal, or did you
I
remove
did.
it?
I just left it on the pedestal.
Gotcha.
Oh, I seem to be in two places at once. That's really weird. Is my VTT being strange?
Could be. Did that help?
No, but I will refresh. It'll only take just a moment.
Just do
Probably my end.
this.
There you go, I'm back. And it's fixed. Yay. Okay, so J and Y is now, I guess, just what, toes kind of thing? Not toes, but they've got tread feet, right?
Mhm.
So are now in the metal. Are we seeing repairs beginning to happen to J and Y? Because they've taken some damage, right? Previously.
It's like I guess there's spots that were roughed up that have, I guess, smoothed out, and then there's like dents that have basically I guess popped out, and they're shiny where they were. So
Right.
Like healing potions for automatons.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying with it's a shame it's so heavy.
take some with us. Yeah, it's a goddamn shame. None of us has a bag of holding or anything.
No, I don't think that's what I got given, was it? Or was it?
no,
Okay.
no, yours was just a newer backpack that you could, I guess, plug the chrono
Yeah,
finder
but
into.
my brain was just like, I got a bag. Is it a bag of holding, or is it just a fancy chrono finder bag? But it's a fancy chrono finder bag. That's fine.
Well, it was mostly for when you weld shape, you keep your
Yeah.
bag and you don't have to worry about it.
I get pockets.
I too have a backpack.
I like your dress. Thanks, it's got pockets.
But Redeemer, does your bag?
It's part of me,
Like
so it'd be putting the liquid metal inside of me. So,
Which wouldn't really.
I mean, if it spells out, it's not really the end of the world because it doesn't seem to hurt me. But still, if you tip me upside down, it'll spell out then.
My point was about the weight.
Oh, I don't know how much I can carry. I assume it's a rather large amount. But
I was
Like it would
based
make
on
sense
your
to
strength.
carry your own healing potions.
and does it tell me exactly how much I can carry in here? It tells me how much I'm carrying, but it doesn't tell me how much I can.
Where does it put it? I think it might just be in the manual rather than here. But essentially, it's worked out based on what your strength is. And whether you're a large or medium creature. So Furbolg is able to carry up to a large, even though they are medium.
Looks like 270 pounds.
Yeah, 270 pounds. So I could put him in my backpack.
And a cupful of that is 50 pounds. So if you want, you could carry a cupful of your own healing potion.
Could be fun to do. But we don't have any spare cups, do we?
Well, I've got the one that I've got stuff in.
Yeah, I mean, I can carry that if it's.
And I still haven't done the thing that I could do.
So, getting slightly back on track as we are running out of time. We have seen that he's repaired a little bit, but naturally he's not going to come online because he has no power source, and the power source in his backpack is dead. Sorry, the battery on his back is dead because all the batteries in that room were dead, right? All the J and Y units had dead batteries. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah. And further to that, we also took out what we considered to be his heart. So even if he had a battery that was charged, his heart had been removed. Further, even before we removed the heart, we had a battery in him that still had some power, and he was offline because it was like he was hit by some kind of EMP type thing. So this JMY unit, bringing him in here, is probably not going to fix him. However, how about we...
Do we want to try pulling the chain again?
You could try. You can give it a
Didn't
try.
he? I was gonna say, didn't Redeemer pull the chain earlier and nothing happened?
You pulled it for
Only
a
after
second
like
time.
one of the second room. I'm just
Yeah, I was
wondering
trying
if
to
now that we've
reset.
got the rest of them.
On this pedestal, it showed a picture of a head and a torso, an indentation that matched. And the current head and torso on it perfectly align.
It matches, but it doesn't look like it's quite the same.
Oh, it's not depressed as much.
No,
Like
it's taking its meds.
How about Redeemer will pick up the head and torso off there and just drop it on the floor next to the pedestal. Quinn, are you able to assist me in lifting JNY on this pedestal? I feel like maybe there's too much here, but I don't really want to start disassembling JNY. You see how this one doesn't seem as good a fit as the others.
Yep.
Let's just try it. So we'll try and lay as best we can between the two of us this JNY5 onto the pedestal, but we haven't disassembled him. We're just trying to lay his body on it.
Okay.
You're just laying him gently down.
As best we can.
So you see it start to, I guess, press down into the pillar. Then you see the lower part of the pillar push down, and then the lever across the room switches, and the room starts to fill up with the liquid again.
Oh, great.
So it needed the
Okay,
liquid.
So, well, I don't know. Either way, the room's
What
filling
if
up with
we
liquid.
close the door?
Oh, and fill the whole room up with liquid. How are we going to close the door? We haven't been able to close any of these doors before now. And
What if I put the number back in?
The number wasn't this door. It was the... Was it?
It was the library.
It was a library. You're right.
Yeah.
The left leg.
Redeemer will try and wade across the room to turn off the lever. Quinn, actually, before we do that, Quinn, we should pull the G and Y off here. I think it's too heavy.
Yep.
I think it's too heavy. It went down too far, I think. So we'll pull we'll pull J-Way off, and then I'll try and wade across the room in the liquid metal to turn off the lever.
Okay. Roll strength and dexterity for the liquid metal and the lever.
Your legs are kind of sparkly.
Shiny.
Okay. So you get across the room, but your hands slip on the lever.
Great.
Do you want to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's try one more time. Get back up.
Try
Disadvantage?
strength,
He
strength,
got
and then
knocked down.
dexterity.
How do you get up again?
Because you're just basically pushed back like one step.
Mm,
Okay. So you definitely get it this time. So it's off. The flow basically slows down and then stops, and you're still in the room with, I guess, ankle high liquid. So
okay. We need to be really careful before we try this again. Teras, what was your crazy idea?
Which
Closing
one?
the door, wasn't it?
Which one? Oh, God.
I've had a few
Accurate.
ideas today. Most of them have been really good.
I
I make
agree.
significant contact with Redeemer at this moment.
You say again, sorry? What did you do?
When Teras said when you said tell me about the crazy idea and Teras said which one, I made significant eye contact with you.
Right. Oh, dear.
One of those
well-
very.
I'd like to know what the idea is, because the alternative is that we disassemble J and Y further, because I think it looked like when we
I
put
was
J and
gonna-
Y as a full body on there.
I was gonna suggest putting Merlin's magical mystery mixture in the cauldron.
I mean, from what I gather of the cauldron, that is not going to make much difference. But it's up to the others.
It's a mystery elixir for a reason.
I mean, if you add it to
Also-
gelatin, it's gonna explode. So.
Yo, for it.
Does liquid metal count as gelatin?
Oh, I don't know what the other
No.
liquid is in there, but like
Pretty
I don't
sure
know
it
how it's
doesn't.
going to react to it. I was just like, this could be really, really, really amazing, or not.
What isn't aren't we? Didn't we hold on to the liquid elixir because it has the potential to help out? To cure
Yeah,
but it's also a
various
bomb.
It
maladies.
has like, I think we've got like 10 each, don't we, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have that many, do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I have
you're welcome
14.
to try.
In
In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to start.
but I do have
taking-
another idea first. Maybe
Okay.
I'm gonna refill my little cup of liquid metal with the new stuff that's come out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
What's this
take it to
other
the
idea?
cauldron, and I'm gonna pour all of it into the cauldron.
So that the cauldron has more than it started with?
Mhm.
Okay.
While Teras is doing that, Redeemer's gonna, as delicately as he can, start disassembling the arms and legs from JNY5.
Okay.
Do you want some
roll-
assistance there? Because
If you want to join in, then by all means, if you
'Cause-
think it could work.
these hands.
Are very dexterous.
Mhm.
Roll, I guess. Each roll, I guess, dexterity twice.
Dexterity twice. Okay. So if I roll twice and Quinn rolls twice.
Sitting by the
Wait, that's
fire.
How did we do? So I rolled a 7 and an 18, and you rolled an 8 and a 22.
Mm.
That sounds
Okay.
about
Which
half a course.
Which one did you guys start with on each one? I assume you would work on either side of Johnny. So
I'll take the left arm, left leg.
Okay.
Because I'm over on the what I consider to be the left, because I'm looking at them
Okay.
directly.
so I guess assuming the same thing for Quinn, both arms did not come out I guess smoothly, and so there are some damaged connectors on those. The legs.
Soak them in the
Perfectly
liquid
fine.
metal.
So-
Yeah. I guess what were the results of Terrace's experiment while we're doing
Okay,
this?
Is
Terrace,
this the
roll,
cliffhanger we're ending on?
roll a d20.
Just a d20?
Oh no. Wait, this is liquid metal you're pouring in, right? To the vat, to the cauldron.
Wow.
Well, that went well, we hope.
Already
That's my
bad.
Yeah,
third
just
of
wait
the
till the
night.
ne-
What the fuck?
Wait till the next episode and she'll only roll ones.
I've rolled 2
Okay,
ones tonight.
I know. But that's 3 20s.
The cauldron basically looks as if it were a portal. Do you want to reach in?
Yes.
Okay. You would think that it would basically go, I guess, really far down, but you feel something as soon as you place your hand in it. Do you want to pull out what's there?
Yep.
Okay. As you pull the contents from the cauldron, the portal disappears, but in your hand is a bag of holding.
Oh, fuck!
Wow. That nat 20 worked out well for me. Amazing.
And on the side is a monogrammed M in purple.
Monogrammed M. Oh.
Merlin?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Should have pulled out Merlin. That's what you should have done. That's the only way it could have got even better, right? Like, oh man, that's amazing. Got a bag of holding.
Okay, so you've removed Johnny's arms and legs. Are you placing the torso on the pedestal?
That was going to be the attempt, yes.
Okay. So it starts to do exactly what the other ones were doing, but you hear a click from the center of the antechamber that you arrived in.
Where I am?
It begins to, yes, you see it that it begins to spin and raise and basically go through the ceiling.
The
And
room
it
or
just
the
keeps
pedestal
going.
with the sphere?
The pedestal with the sphere. It's basically cutting through the roof of the room as it's raising. And the pedestals with the parts and I guess Johnny's head and torso are lowering. And they basically lower all the way down, and then I guess a stone basically closes over that. And as the I guess sphere pillar lowers back down, you see a fully restored Johnny 5, and he's just completely clean, no damage, full battery, and he even seems to have a few upgrades.
Johnny, are you okay?
That's
What was
awesome.
Wait,
He's
what
like,
was it he
"I'm-"
said here? He said no reboot or no restore?
No disassemble.
No disassemble.
Mm-hmm.
No disassemble. Okay.
No, wasn't it no
Yes.
decommission or something?
No demolish, I think. Is something. I'll have to look back at my notes.
It was a
Not-
bad thing, was what I understood it to be. It was like, please don't do this to me. Don't break me apart. Don't take
yes,
my
but
bits.
I'm wondering
Don't take my bits.
this resulted in reconditioning.
So
But anyway,
one thing
yes, Cowie,
one,
what?
one thing that you notice, he does not have the sphere on his chest anymore. But he
So
seems
he's
to
now
be
just a normal unit.
he seems to be a newer model. So and he's like, I'm alive. Version 3.
Version 3.
Version
Oh,
3.
I wish you said.
Hey, wait,
easy
no, because
upgrade.
the machine has had the fault before already. Now, I'm gonna drop out of character for a second. We have an ad in 1 minute. What do you want to do, Pi? Are we ending, or are we... Because I can snooze for 10 minutes, or I can go to the break and come back.
We will end, I guess, now. And with it, one thing I forgot to note is the I guess doorway to the entrance is now open.
Hey.
Nicely
did it,
done,
team.
everyone.
Hey.
We did it.
Took us 4 hours, but we
Woohoo.
did it. Took us like an hour just to figure out that we needed the correct Johnny 5 in that room, but oh man. That was good though. That was really fun.
It was no
It's a
dismantle.
lot of fun.
No dismantle.
Troy
No
clipped
dismantle.
it. Of course, Troy clipped it. Troy, you are amazing. There's already gifs on Twitch, on Twitter, from tonight.
On Twitter?
No, on Twitter, on the Go Live tweet, there is a gif in the comments.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Fantastic.
so we have an upgraded Johnny 5, who's alive.
Yep.
We have a whole bunch of books and a bag of holding. Fuck.
Roll perception on that bag of holding. Or I guess roll arcana. There we go.
So I rolled a 15 on the die. Arcana would make that 16.
Okay. So it's not just a bag of holding. It is Merlin's bag of holding. And every time you place an item in it, you roll a d20. And there's a chance that it will do something on a d20 on a 20.
Something.
Well, that's wonderful and ominous.
That is amazing.
I'm sure it will
That's
never
chaos.
be bad for us. It'll always be good.
Look, in Chaos's hands, that's amazing. Like
Mhm.
she's chaotic neutral. This is so fun. Okay.
Very good.
Thank you, Pi. Tonight was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you very
really
much.
good.
Thank you.
It was fantastic to be back at the table. That's what an amazing return back. Can I have a whole bunch of hype, please, for our wonderful illustrious DM Pi? So yeah, yes, thank you so very, very much. We are a fortnightly game. To anybody who is new here, we are a fortnightly playing game. Our next, hang on, Pi, remind me, is our next session on or not?
It's the ninth.
No,
sure.
it's Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no. I'll be
So
in
our
America.
next session is non-standard, I think, or are we doing a?
It'll be a lore episode.
Yep.
So
Okay, so it'll still be in campaign, but it will be one player down. So it won't be main story, it'll be a thing. So but yes, so please, if you have liked what you saw, we are here every second Saturday doing this. Otherwise, this is my channel and I do variety, so you can be anything from cozy through to shooters, makers and crafters, crochet and miniature painting, and TTRPGs. Thank you very much to our other variety streamer who is present, is Wakin. You can wave, sir.
Who?
Other way, play. Wakin
well.
is Wakin is a variety streamer based in the UK. Thank you for the shout out for him. So if you have liked Wakin and I both stream on our own. Pi, Icemanix, and Tazigo are our guest stars here. But basically, you can find all of us here every second Saturday. But also, please go follow Wakin because he's pretty amazing too. We're gonna go find someone to raid. Do we have any ideas? Have I got hints in mod chat? No, not yet. Let's have a look. Let me do a quick mute. Who's in the category? What are we doing? But yeah, thank you so very much to everybody. What was everyone's favorite part of tonight? What was everyone's favorite part of tonight?
No, quite a few. Quite like the moment with Max doing the fuses. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Quite like Teras breaking the machine in the first place.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
I thought I get this idea that Quinn like somersaulted across the room with the liquid metal to turn off the the lever in an attempt to avoid the liquid metal, like kind of just almost like running over the cogs, as they're spinning as well, just like darting back and forth, doing somersault. I feel like that's
with like a final step, just like on the metal liquid, but like steps forward without falling in.
Yeah, like walk on water kind of thing. Yeah, I like it. Love it. Yeah.
I think what we're gonna do is raid into someone who's painting minis, rather than go to a TTRPG, because there's a couple of folks that we have raided and someone that we haven't raided in a long time, and I don't think they normally stream at this time. So I'm gonna take the opportunity. But thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate all of. Oh, Raven has said her favorite part was the book titles off the top of Pi's head.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that was
Shit, yes. Absolutely yes.
Yeah, actually that's 100%.
I am going into the next game with a lot of questions. Specifically about the surgery room. I have questions. And I want to know if Grantak knows about this room or not. Or if this is actually... Because we were getting taken to Victor's workshop. And if that's what Victor is doing, I have bigger questions. But yeah. But on that note, if we could have the raid message run, please. Thank you. So if you have a subscription to this channel, grab the first one. If you don't, please grab the second one. It uses the Twitch Globals. So Dragon Emotes if you have a subscription, Twitch Globals if you don't. Both of these raid messages are going to come with us as we go over. We're going to go see Painting Pirate. They are a dear, dear, dear human. They're really, really kind and lovely. They do a little bit of variety, but essentially they are a miniature painter, and they're a very, very talented one at that. They're currently doing Shatterpoint, which is the Star Wars minis. So let's go over there, show some love, spread some kindness. Thank you again, everybody who has been here tonight. I appreciate all of you. It's been fabulous to be back. There is a Discord. If you would like the Discord, please let one of the moderators know, and we can send you a link. But yeah, if you like what you see, hit the follow button, stick around, come back. We do this every 2 weeks. For those of you going to PAX Australia, I will be on a TTRPG related panel with our moderators, O'Sullivan Kate and NBCDM. So that'll be in Melbourne in October. But yeah, hi, hello, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. You're amazing. I'm going to go to our end screen. So, good night, everybody. Spread kindness like glitter. Get into the carpet so it's there for good. Good night.